talk real life, nothing brushed aside. It's the unforgettable, yeah. Remember the name? Oh, yeah. We talk about topics, we say what we mean. No games, we keep it real and raw. Let the truth come through. Judgment free zone. This space is for you. Come get comfortable, relax, get loose. Kick off your day, shake off that blues. Welcome to the unfiltered corner. It's true. The unforgettables here. I'm riding with you. And we're riding with you.
What's up? What's up, my people? I am your host, the Unforgettable. What's up to my unfiltered crew? What's up? Welcome to the Unfiltered Corner, you guys. What's up, my peoples? Today is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, my people. What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? And if you're watching me where it's daytime, good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. What's up, my peoples? What's up? It's been an interesting day. Getting all my shit done, taking all my steps to do everything I gotta do for my school and everything like that. Just doing my thing. You know what I'm saying, you guys? But it's been an interesting day, you guys. Very interesting day. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna move this chair backwards, you guys. Don't mind me. I want to be comfortable and parlay and just relax. I'm just waiting for people to come in. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. I like to make sure y'all can hear me. I always like to make sure that y'all hear me. But anyways, you guys, hold on a second. Bye. All right, right here. Yep, you guys can hear me clearly. All right, guys. You guys can hear me clearly. What's up, my peoples? Welcome to the Unfiltered Corner. Again, I am your host, the Unforgettable. I was getting a lot of things done, running a lot of errands, getting my life in order. Been doing that for months, doing things I have to do, taking steps to better myself and my family as a person in general, and in life in general, because that's what life is all about, to better yourself, to step up and move forward in life, and don't hi, how are you, Oe? And not to like stay stagnant, right? You don't want to stay stagnant, stuck on the same shit in the past, on the bullshit, you know, and linger with the craziness and dealing with the nonsense, right, you guys? Today has been an interesting day. Hello, DB. How are you? And the reason this is interesting, I'm going to explain to you guys why. I don't follow any platforms. I don't watch any YouTube platforms. I don't associate with any of the platforms. I don't do none of the platforms, right? I remove myself from all that, and I'm cool with it. Like, no ill intent. Much love to everybody. I hope everybody, you know, is blessed and they have good things going for them, right? It's not my place, and I just kept it moving. That's what happens in life. When something doesn't work out for you, you just keep it moving. When certain people don't work out in your life, you just keep it moving, right? That's the way life works. That's just the way life is. And so I do my own channel. I do my own shit. Mind my business. I don't go watch nobody's live streams. I don't watch anything that's going on, all the drama, the chaos, the craziness, all that shit. As a matter of fact, people hit me up and they're like, oh, did you hear about this? I'm like, no, I don't watch them. Did you hear about this? No, I didn't watch them. Before, if you catch the old Unforgettable, I would have been like, yeah, I watched it. I saw it. I did. Before. That was before. But I've been on a whole different, another level, doing my own thing and keeping to myself and just not giving a fuck, if that makes sense to you guys. So today I get a phone call right? And somebody calls me and says, hey, Miss Chimmy, which was a bitch that I did a fucking petty stream back in, I think, the beginning of March, a long time ago, did a live. And she mentioned you and she mentioned some other ladies, right? And I'm like, why am I being mentioned? Hi, Harukan. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys. And I said, why am I being mentioned, right? This is me thinking here, right? Because I don't participate. Much love to my Brazilian people. I don't participate in none of these fucking platforms. I don't participate in nobody's chat. I don't watch nobody. And clearly, if I dislike somebody or don't fuck with somebody, I don't give them the views and I don't fucking go over there to fucking interact with the people or watch anything, because that's just the normal thing to do. Hi, Peter Karev. How are you? I just don't do that. I feel like if I don't fucks with somebody, I just keep it moving and that's it, point blank, period. There's no need for me to play detective and go watch, lives and post and to wonder about these people. I think that's just normal, right? It's just fucking normal in my eyes, to me. I don't need to watch anybody. I think that's a little delusional, if you ask me. Why would I want to see people and follow people and listen to people and stuff like that I don't like and I don't interact with and I don't fucks with? That's just the way I see it. But anyways, I got a phone call today and was like, oh, this person, Chimmy, did a live and she mentioned you and she mentioned some other ladies. And she mentioned Free Kelsey, she mentioned Nee Marie, and she mentioned Avril. Now, from my understanding, thank you, Lizzie. Much love to you, baby girl. From my understanding, because, bitch, you want to call people out by their name? I will call you out by your government name. How about that? Maybe we can call you Daniela Huang, your marriage name, or we can call you Mr. Silva, however you would like it. Right? We can take it there. But anyways, that's for another day. But I'm being spoken about on a platform with a person that I don't fucks with and I don't care for and I give no fucks about and I do my own thing. And I've left you in a blast of the past. I've left you back there behind for a reason. And you were doing your thing, I guess, I guess you're doing your lives, whatever. Everybody's saying that you got your platform, which is wonderful. That is great. Because, see, I can applaud somebody when they're doing something for themselves, right? I can applaud somebody and say, that's great that a person is doing something good for themselves. See, I'm different. I'm built different. Bitch, you're from New York. I'm from New York too, bitch. What's the difference? Are you that type of bitch that says I'm built from a different cloth? No. Let's fix it. You're a fucking napkin. Let's fix it. You're not even a tissue. You're a napkin. No. I don't even want to, I'm trying to keep my composure because let me tell you, I didn't comprehend, hi, Sarah, why I was being mentioned in this live today, because she had, I guess, beef. I guess something happened in somebody's live, I guess the other day or whatever. And she was going back and forth with people. She publicly disrespected Nee Marie, from my understanding. That's what I was told. Put her name out there, from my understanding, and then kept on coming and arguing in there, right? I'm nowhere near there, or watching anything. And I guess this was on somebody else's platform. I have no clue. I'm in my own fucking zone. I'm doing my own fucking thing. And somebody hits me up and says, do you see what the fuck's going on in a chat? And I said, no, I don't watch none of these people. And I always repeat it to all these people. I don't watch nobody. I'm just doing my own thing. And I don't care for none of these other platforms talking shit about her on their live. About who? Yeah, about Nee Marie. They were talking... the Nee Marie girl, she threw her out there, and then they were talking shit. I guess they were arguing in a chat. I got a phone call that there was an argument in a chat, and I said, I'm not gonna go watch this stuff. Like, I don't want to be part of it. No, I'm not angry. I'm chill. Trust me, you wouldn't know if I'm angry. So I'm like, I wasn't even present for whatever the hell was going on that day. And I haven't been present on a lot of these platforms for a very long time. And I don't watch these people. I don't hate watch you guys. Nothing to that sort. I don't do that stuff. I know some of y'all do it to me, and I'm chill with that. It's cool. Hate watching is cool. I actually did a hate watch chronicle series yesterday, and that's cool. But we're gonna correct the records, Miss Receipt Bitch. All right, let me tell you something. The whole thing I was participating in, right, on the JFK platform, and it was fun while it lasted, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Things didn't work out in that fucking platform. That's chill. I decided to remove myself from that. And bitch, Chimmy, you were moving fucking funny already. You were mad over a link that was never sent to you. You were already moving funny. You were acting weird, bro. And then you disappear, poof, according to you. Right? You disappear for like 2 weeks and then come out of nowhere. What you didn't know was that whatever you were talking about behind the scenes with these people got back to my ears. To my ears. It got back to my ears. But I already knew there was something brewing. And it's chill. Whatever. It is what it is. Y'all want to live in that misery train? That's chill. But whatever. And I told you straight up. I've always said, listen, when a bitch thinks they're going to call me out on anything I do, listen, I'm going to make it very, very fucking clear for this platform. And anybody that fucking watches, and anybody that hate watches, and anybody that comes that wants to be nosy and watch, and they want to go be listening ear. Listen, I'm doing it publicly for a fucking reason. I'm the queen of no fucks given. You know what that means? I stand on what the fuck I say about people. I stand on what I fucking do, and I don't give 3 fucks. And I do what I do. No fucks given. And I own up to it. You know why? Because I got no fear in my heart, and I say what the fuck I gotta say. I stand on that shit. We different. You see how you try to rub it slowly? You know, everybody trolls. I troll. No, bitch. You were talking shit about mad people. The same people that are praising you now. You were talking mad shit about people, and you were talking shit about me. The same people. I stand on what I say. I'm the queen of don't give a fuck. So when you bring up receipts or whatever, they got to give. Look at how much of a hustler and fucking trashy bitch you are that you say, I will bring up the receipts if you pay me your super chat. Like, bitch, that's some hustling ass shit. Clearly, you're unemployed. Got nothing going for you. But anyways, doesn't matter what receipts you bring. I stand on what I say and what I say about people. That's what you don't fucking get. Oh, she had a Twitter account trolling. Yes, the fuck I did. My Twitter account was your terror. You're right, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And I stand on business. If I got to square up with a bitch, I square up with a bitch. If I want to square up with a motherfucker, I square up with a motherfucker. And the only reason I opened up that Twitter account was because there was a bitch that was talking shit, and I started trolling her. Yes, the fuck I did. I didn't troll anybody else. I just trolled her. You see the difference, bitch? I own up to shit. I'm not built like you. I ain't no fucking pussy. I'm not built like you. I stand on what I say. So when we were talking before, and you forgot to mention in your little live that you reached out to me. Hello, in and out. You reached out to me, asked me for my number. We started chatting. And we were talking hella shit behind the scenes. Hell yes, I did. I own up to that shit. I owned up to it from the beginning, bitch. Because I don't give a fuck. I say what I say and I stand on it. People don't get that about me. There ain't no fear in this bitch's heart right here. We built different. I say what I say and I stand on it. Yes, I called out JFK. I said my truth. JFK, Jay Brill, Kevy Kev, and James. I did. And I still stand on that. What don't you get from that? It didn't work out. I said what the fuck I said. And the only reason I did that petty stream is because I found out you were talking shit those 2 weeks you were gone. I know what the fuck you were doing behind the scenes. Got to these ears. Got to these ears, honey. I said it in my petty stream yesterday. Or not petty stream. It was talking in general about just the Hate Watch Chronicles. I said it. You got to be careful who you're talking to and who sits at your table. Because you may think somebody's your friend or acquaintance, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and they're not. They're out here talking. And they're... And Mr. Unforgettable told me, he said, yo, listen, that girl, no good. And I gotta admit, I had to kind of like watch this girl and continue to watch her when she came back. Was just weird. But to kind of soften it up, you're softening it up. I was trolling, and like, who doesn't troll? No, bitch, you wasn't trolling, you were talking shit. I talked my shit and I stand on it. Stand on that, girl. Don't make it any softer than what it was. Hi, Mike. Don't make it any softer than what it was. You're softening it for your audience. You were talking shit. You could ask Renee. I didn't talk about her. Yeah, but you talked about Renee. You called her a fucking boomer. Girl, cut it out. Cut it out. You were talking shit. Oh, hey, hit me up, honey. Why do you want her to hit you up? You were fucking pissed off as hell because JFK was giving this girl attention in the chat. I have screenshots. You were mad because she was doing her nails on his live and you were going off, girl. Did you not mention that part before you tell her to hit you up? This is disgusting. JFK should be ashamed of himself or something to that fucking nature. And having people like that online, I'm just embarrassed. And then every time JFK would talk to this girl in the chat, she could keep the platform. I have that girl. She can keep the platform. Now that right there sounds like jealousy. She can keep the platform. She could have it for herself. I'm not going on this piece of shit platform anymore. Girl, what are you talking about? The difference between you and I own up to my shit when I talk my shit. I said what the fuck I said about them. I sure as hell did. Because they were acting funny. And by the way, let's clear the record here, bitch. I told you that I had reached out to JFK, not nobody else. And I asked them to call me that I wanted to talk to him. I'm not about to text fucking paragraphs to that motherfucker like I owe him something. First of all, we were given the address to write to Eddie. We were given the emails to write to Eddie. And then I wanted to find out about visits. Because although he's talking about the story on his platform, like really, like you said, he's not my friend. I have that. You said that. He's not my friend. So I don't owe him shit. But you see, Miss Unforgettable here, the real Unforgettable, right? Said, I'm going to hit him up and let him know. He never responded. I'm not going to write paragraphs. I said it from the beginning. If you guys don't believe me, go back on my lives from the beginning. I tried, and I have the text messages that I sent you. I try to hit him up to let him know. He's not responding. He's not calling me. He's not hitting me up. Why do I have to go into this thorough fucking paragraphs telling him what I'm going to do? Do I owe that motherfucker shit? I don't owe him shit. I was just doing it because he was talking about the story and I wanted to let him know. But I didn't owe shit to him to tell him. From the beginning, I said, I reached out to him and I told him to call me, hit me up. I got to tell him something. He never reached out. Oh, well, boo-hoo, cry me a fucking river. You lied to all of us, bitch. I didn't lie. I've been saying this from the beginning. It's on my live from the petty stream and the ones before that. The ones I was talking. It's on my lives, bitch. Go back. You must have not. The wax is building up in your ears. And I have the text messages. I told you I tried to reach out. And I remember clearly I sent a super chat that you said, yeah, you should do it. Send the super chat to announce it because he didn't want to hear it. I don't owe him shit. But I wanted to be nice enough to tell him, though. You don't respond to me. I don't need to write paragraphs. Hey, I'm going to go visit Eddie. But I don't owe you that shit. I don't owe nobody that shit. And I told him, call me. Hey, call me. I got to tell you something. If you didn't reach out, that's your fucking problem. Point blank, period. So he's on a live. And she tells me, hey, he wants me to go on the live to talk about the case. And I was like, that's chill. Cool. Hello, how are you? It's Selenex. He's on the live. And she and we're watching it, but we're talking behind the scenes. She's like, oh, he wants me to go on. I was like, oh, that's cool. I said, I'm gonna announce that I'm gonna visit him, Eddie. And I paid her super chat. She encouraged it, right? She said, yeah, do it. I put it on there. You're like an angry, heavy Rosie Perez. No. Hold on, give me a minute. You guys. I'm putting users on timeout. I'm not dealing with the bullshit today. Hold on, you guys. But anyways, I announced it. He took it some type of way. He said, when were you going to let us know this? Well, I tried to hit you up. I told you to call me. I had to tell you something. In all fairness, I did. I never said that I went into full paragraph mode. Oh my God, I'm going to. No. And to keep it 100, I don't owe him that shit. I just did it because I wanted to. If you didn't reach out, then I didn't tell you shit. I put it in a super chat. What's wrong with that? Say things correct, girl. When you're gonna come for me, which clearly I have nothing to do with the beef that was going on in somebody else's chat that I don't even watch them either. And I don't know what the fuck's been going on. I've been fucking lost for fucking months. I just find out because people call me, text me, blah, blah, blah. That's all it is. Make sure you have your facts correct. If you're going to come for me. So, then after that, she was mad because he didn't send her the link. I think the guest didn't show up. That's all it was. He didn't send me the link. He thinks I know. And I said, I don't know what to tell you, girl. No, tell him you didn't know. No, but he's going to know because I'm associate. Okay, so tell him that you knew. You just found out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know. And she was throwing a tantrum over that, of the fact he didn't send her a fucking link because I announced it and then he was moving funny with her. Then after that, it was like, why is he saying this on the show? It sounds like a subliminal, like he's throwing shade to me or something, like that type of deal. Like what does this have to do with anything? He's throwing a message there. And I say, I don't know, maybe it's a subliminal. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what do you want me to fucking tell you? Right? Fuck it. And then after, she's like, I'm going to fall back from all this, this and that. And I said, okay. And I respected it. She's like, I'm not going to be as responsive, whatever. But I'm chill, like, whatever. Okay, cool. 2 weeks gone by. And by the way, if you want to talk about burner accounts, girl, you have your burner accounts too. Detect 11111. That's you. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. And I'm sure you have a few more. I was like, fuck it, whatever. Did whatever. She did her own thing. I did my own thing. And during that time she was gone, there was a podcaster he writes papers in the Methuen area, and he spreads them to Lawrence and what other stuff. Since they were talking about the Eddie O'Brien case, I feel like the Valley, the Merrimack Valley, should know about Artie living in this area and, you know, to kind of give light to the fucking story, right? This is me thinking like this. So I talked to him, and hey, you know, have you heard of this? Like, you know, you should write a story. But I had contact with him. So, and then we met up with a meeting, and JFK was live during this time, and it was him, Kevy Kev, and J Bro. I guess J Bro had his run-in with this guy about something. I guess when he tried to reach out about the Jigga case, the guy wasn't too receptive, which I respect it. Like, if you feel that way, that's cool. I respect it. If you feel some type of way about somebody, I respect it. But anyways, I'm talking with this guy, and he says, come on my podcast. And I said, no, you know what? Listen to this. I said, no. Maybe they can elaborate better than me. I prefer they go on, not myself. And he's like, well, and I said, one of them lives far away, two of them live close by, or three of them live close by, however you want to do it. Cool. He said he was okay with that. So, and then I say, hey, send me a link to JFK. So I want to announce something. And I just wanted to announce that I spoke to the guy. I just had the meeting. Now, mind you, J Bro knew that he felt this type of way with this guy. And that's okay. That's his prerogative of how he feels. But like, why not hit me up behind the scenes and say, hey, unforgettable. I had a run-in with this guy. I don't think I like him. I think I feel like some type of way with this guy. And let me know beforehand, like that they felt some type of way about that stuff, right? Or however he is or whatever. And so I get the link, I hop on, I say, oh, I got news. You know, this guy, he wants you guys to go on his platform to, you know, kind of give light to the Eddie O'Brien case. Blah, 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 blah. He had invited me on, but I think you guys can elaborate better than I can, whatever. And then so JFK was giving it thought. And then J Bro comes in and says, well, I don't like that guy. Well, you could have told me this behind the scenes before you guys let me sit down and talk to him. You knew I was going to sit down and talk to him. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Well, he's another turtle boy. Okay. I didn't fucking understand all this shit. And then that's when JFK was rethinking it, whatever, which he's not forced to do any podcast with anybody or any of these people. Chill. But I should have been told beforehand that J Bro felt some type of way with this guy. Anyways, I felt kind of embarrassed. And I was like, yeah, that's fucked up, you know? And I left it. I left it how it is, whatever. Boom. And I was upset. And I was like, that's fucked up. You don't do that type of shit. I was just trying to show, you know, light to Eddie O'Brien's case, and they would elaborate and blah, blah, blah. And that's what I said. Now, fast forward 2 weeks later, she comes in the scene again, texts me, reaches out to me. Like, oh, I've been doing this, that, and the third anyways. And I already knew what's up. And then I started hearing there was talking going behind the scenes. They all started to switch up. Things was being weird. I'm like, all right, cool. But I've been smelling this for a while, especially it was more so after I made the announcement I was going to visit Eddie O'Brien. And so fuck it. Like, it was acting weird. And I don't give a fuck. I stand on what the fuck I said. I was saying how I felt. Like, and, you know, she was trolling. Like she says, trolling. Everybody trolls. No. You were talking hella shit. She was telling me who was sleeping with who. And bitch, I don't give a fuck. I stand on that shit. You were telling me too, bitch. You forgot? All the shit you were telling me. So you can tell me stuff, but I can't tell you stuff. What a friendship. What? Girl, shut the fuck up with that friendship shit. You know, if you considered me a friend, like you said, none of that nonsense would have made you feel some type of way. And she was mad because he never responded to her email, whatever text, according to her. It is what it is, all right? Moving forward, she comes back into the stuff, and I started to notice the indifference. I feel that if there's an indifference, right, I should have more respect for myself and not continue to endure these things, right? And by the way, Jimmy, what I wrote to J Bro, I wrote it myself. And I hit you up, yes. I said, hey, I need your advice. You're a little bit more level-headed than me. And when I meant that is because I'm more of a fuck this, fuck that, how I'm going to respond. I curse up like a fucking storm, okay? That's what I do. So I said, you're a little bit more level-headed than me. You think that this sounds okay. And then you called me We were on the phone and you said, I'm going to write it out for you better. And I said, cool. I was receptive to that. Because knowing me, I would have fucking went in and fucking talked shit and fucking went in and fucking disrespected the fuck out of him, being real. And so she wrote it and sent it to me while we were on the phone. And I read it. I was like, that sounds way better than what I wrote, whatever, and what I'm planning to write, if I'm adding any more to it. And so I sent him that. And that was cool. I sent it. Because he was wondering why I deleted him off of Facebook. And he was wondering. I told him I don't want to continue with this nonsense. I can support you guys from the outskirts, but I don't even want to be part of the platform. Because I was noticing too much weird behavior, bro. And even including her. She was acting fucking shady. Like 1 minute, it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde shit. 1 minute, she's like, oh, I want to talk about drama right now. And the next minute, respectfully, like karma is real. And I don't want to talk about this. And respectfully. But anyways, in January, I decided to tell her, listen, I'm not going to continue to tolerate this. January 13 exact. All this craziness, the weird behavior, all this stuff. I'm just all set. I'm chill. I just want to move forward and do my own thing. Mind you, a friend, she's a friend, but she opened up I was telling her I wanted to open up a YouTube channel for months. Then she goes and opens up a YouTube channel in December, never told me about it. You're my friend? What a friend. Wouldn't a friend tell the other friend, hey, why don't you go subscribe to my channel? I just opened it. I'm getting ready to get ready to open up my platform. Go subscribe, invite your peoples. That's what friends do. You didn't tell me. I found out way after that I stopped talking to you on this stuff. I found out that you had opened your platform in December. We weren't talking terms in December, girl. So what a friend. Friends do that to themselves. But it's chill, whatever. You want to open up a platform, that's chill. But a friend would tell another friend, right? They would say, hey, I opened up my YouTube channel. I still haven't posted anything yet, but I'm, trying to get the nicks and the knacks of what I'm going to do on it, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Go like and subscribe, invite your peoples. Let's start building the channel. That's what a real friend does. She didn't do that. I didn't find out till way after. But anyways, in January, I said, listen, I'm pushing back from all this. I can't do it anymore. It's crazy. The disrespect. I feel like they're trying to make it a competition, like praise you and have me to this. Like, no, I can't do that. And not because I feel some type of way with you. I told her straight up in the text. It's because I got to respect myself. I got to remove myself from this. And I have other plans and I have things to take care of. And I had my daughter's accident taking, the stuff from her accident. I was handling a lot of things with them and stuff like that. I just had so much going on and plus this extra stuff. And then she was like, okay, no problem, blah, 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 blah. And she kept on going on. And then she's like, and I told her clearly in that text message, because she used the word conscientiously exercise, because it was like she was flip-flopping in the text message. I'm like, what the fuck? And I said, well, I will conscientiously exercise who I interact with again, who I have friendships with, acquaintanceship with, and anything else with. I told her. You knew there was a problem there. And I told her, not for nothing, but you flip-flop too much. 1 minute you're saying one thing, the next minute you're saying another. It doesn't make sense to me. I have that text message. I wish I would have sent it to Mr. Unforgettable's phone and pulled it up. Right? And that's what I told her. But I said, anyways, no hard feelings for any of y'all. It is what it is. I'm just going to move forward, continue to do my own thing, and that's it. So clearly, you're telling your audience, I didn't know we had any beef. Girl, did you not? Aren't you a smart bitch? Did you not see that I said conscientiously? I used your fucking words and said, conscientiously, I'm going to exercise the way I pick up friends and friendships and relationships or whatever. I told her. And I said, and you, I don't understand you. You confuse me. So I'm actually telling her there's a problem. Why are you lying to your audience? You're flip-flopping. She should have taken my advice. And, girl, what advice? One day you were giving me advice, the next. And the thing with God, we were Christians and we were Latin. Like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yes, we talk about God and stuff like that, but we weren't like full-blown Christians. You're acting like you were a full-blown Christian. What are you doing? You know, we were, she was my Christian sister and I trusted her and all this stuff till she betrayed me. Girl, are you fucking serious? You can't be fucking serious. You can't be fucking serious. And you can't serve two masters. I'm going to tell you, I've told you this before. Stop playing with God. You mention God too much. Then you're talking about the devil's work. You mention God too much. Then you're conniving behind the scenes and having people block me and dislike me and unfollow me and talk shit about me. Girl, be careful who you're sitting with at those tables, honey, and who you're talking to. You can't serve two masters. You're either serving God or the devil. We're not perfect. We're not saints. The only perfect one was Jesus, right? 100%. But you can't say you're serving the Lord Almighty and you're serving the devil at the same time. You're playing too much. Don't play with God, girl. That I find super disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, if you couldn't read between the lines with your smart ass, right? That I told you that you confuse me, you flip-flop too much. I'm telling you there's an issue. You're not blind. You're not deaf. You're not mute. Nothing like that. Girl, you can see. Stevie Wonder could see. And he was blind. He could see that there was clearly a problem. Because you were acting shady as fuck. And from what I was hearing behind the scenes. I wasn't talking to anybody. Yes, you was. You sure as hell was. You lying to your audience, girl. Don't lie to them. I stand on business on what I fucking do. Stop lying to your peoples. And I considered her a friend. And girl, friends don't do shady shit like that. They don't. Friends don't do shady shit like that. Weirdo behavior, mad at me over they didn't send you a link. That's a friend? She's jealous of me. That's jealousy right there, girl. And please clarify for me. Just clarify for me. What does a bitch like me have any jealousy with you? What do I have to be jealous about? Girl, I'm only 2 years older than you, bitch. What do I have to be jealous about? I have a family. I have a husband. I have children. I'm about to be a grandma. I have a job. I'm an employed bitch. I got my own things going on. I'm building my channel from the bottom up, doing my own thing. Trying to go to school, doing a whole bunch. What the fuck is there to be jealous about? They're all jealous because JFK shows me love. Let's give her a round of applause for that shit. Are you serious? We're jealous because JFK shows you attention or whatever the fuck you're talking about and love. Good for JFK. Who's jealous about that? There's nothing to be jealous about. What are you talking about? I got plenty of going in my life, positive shit, to be jealous about a bitch like you. That's on these platforms all day, unemployed, whack as fuck, cheerleader behavior. What? Don't own up to her shit. And let's make something clear. The only reason you went on an apology parade was because I exposed you. Were you going to apologize to all these people you were talking shit about? And all these people that you were saying all the shit you were saying about? Were you going to apologize to them? You would have probably been licking their ass and they would have not known the shit you said about them. You only started apologizing because before people came and saw my live. That's when you started apologizing. Not me. I stand on what the fuck I said. Give no fucks given. Terry Doria, fuck you, bitch, and go suck a cock, bitch. Go suck Jimmy's fucking clit, you fucking whore. Another fucking hate-watching bitch. Another hate-watching bitch. I'm glad I got my hate watchers here. Here goes one. This is a hate watcher. Hate watcher. Suck a dick, bitch. Go suck her pussy. I'm saying what time it is, and I'm saying the truth. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. Fuck you. You know what I do to bitches like you? This is what I do, Terry Doria. Since you on Chimmy's clip. Bye-bye. Go talk by yourself, bitch. I don't talk to bitches like you. I'm not a cheerleader like you, Terry Doria. You bitches don't got backbones. The difference between me and y'all don't got backbones. I got a backbone. I'm not a follower. You hoes are followers. I'm a leader, bitch. Go suck her pussy. Go suck her pussy, Terry Doria. I give zero fucks. Zero fucks what you gotta come say to me in my life, bitch. Stop hate watching, you fucking little cheerleader. No backbone ass bitch. I don't need to tolerate you hoes in my fucking live, Terry Doria. I don't give a fuck about you and none of these bitches. I stand 10 toes down. Y'all bitches be on that fucking platform warrior shit. I'm about the business, bitch. I mean, we could square up, Terry Doria, since you want to save face for fucking Chimmy from New York. You ready? You want to square up? We can, bitch. We can. Ridiculous, bitch. Fucking clown ass bitch. Coming onto my life. You live off the system, bitch. I work, whore. I work, and I had 2 jobs. I just left the other one because I have kids to attend to. I have Mr. Unforgettable to attend to. I work. Mr. Unforgettable works, bitch. We work. We have good things going. Don't you? Doesn't matter what I fucking do. Doesn't matter what I fucking do. I work. Why are you so worried about my life, you bitch? Terry Doria. I block these hoes because I'm saying what the fuck I gotta say. You can hate watch all you want. I got my own backbone. I'm not gonna sit here and defend somebody that lives hundreds of miles away from me. I don't do that type of shit. I know my truth, bitch. So Terry Doria, kick rocks with flip-flops and break a fucking toe, bitch. How about that? Don't worry about me, bitch. Go worry about your bitch over there. Because I don't watch her. I don't watch none of these fucking platforms. I don't watch none of this shit. And I don't know why I came up in the business of today. Because I've been minding my business, doing my own shit. Maybe you bitches need to learn that shit. Mind your fucking business. Stop worrying about my fucking life. Stop worrying about my kids. Stop worrying about my husband. Whatever I have going, stop worrying about it. Stop hate watching me. Stop coming into my fucking platform and watching. That's some delusional bitch ass shit. If you don't like a person, don't follow them. If you don't like them, don't hate watch them. This goes to prove that you are delusional bitches. That's delusional shit. But anyways, back to what I was saying. There's nothing to be jealous about, so I need to clarify that. Nothing whatsoever. Zip. I do my own thing, taking care of my business. I'm not part of these platforms. I'm not part of none of this shit. I don't talk to any of these people. I don't hate watch them. I don't do nothing. I wish them nothing but the best. But it's bitches like this, dick riders like this, that you have to fucking put on timeout. Bitch, go sit in the fucking corner and shut the fuck up. Should have patted your head. But anyways, I keep it moving. There's no need to have jealousy, envy over you, nothing. I'm glad you started to do your thing with your podcast or whatever, or your YouTube, whatever. That's chill. See, bitch, we're not built the same. Because I can applaud that you have that shit going for you. You can't applaud for me. And I'm always the subject of tables I'm not sitting in, bitch. Imagine being that delusional and obsessed to be the conversation amongst these bitches. Like they got nothing else better to do. And clarifying the Mike Crawford thing. I had no clue what the fuck that had anything to do with anything. First of all, when I was talking about my daughter's accident, that there's corruption in this town, since everybody's talking about corruptions, right? I wanted to talk about it. I went on another platform to talk about the corruption here. And you encouraged me that I talked to Mikey about talking about corruption. And I hit up Mikey. And he said, yeah, but we never got to it. And I would go on his platform. And just because I don't support JFK and crew and don't talk to certain people doesn't mean I can't support others. Just because they're buddies or whatever doesn't mean that that's being fake or unloyal to Mike. No, that's just normal shit. Normal shit. I don't need to, because I don't support a certain platform that they support, doesn't mean I have to be enemies with Mike. Doesn't mean anything. We were supposed to do the live about my daughter's corruption case, whatever. Chill. It didn't happen. Cool. No animosity towards Mike. Chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's leverage. What? I don't know where the fuck this is going. Oh, the leverage and what? What? Leverage of what? I didn't understand none of that shit. Clearly. Okay? Clearly. And I still try to comprehend, what do I have to do with anything that happened amongst you guys in another chat that I don't even fucking watch? What the fuck does that have to do with me? First of all, Miss Chemi, when I did my exposed video, you watched it. You were hate watching me. Because we wasn't talking terms. I told you that you move funny. I told you in the text in January. Basically, I'm telling you, I don't want to fucks with you no more. Stevie Wonder could see that shit. Okay? Stevie Wonder could see that shit from a mile away. When I did my video of Exposed, you watched it, and then you went and hit up Kelsey, Free Kelsey. But you hit her up, you know why? Because Free Kelsey only watched it because you sent her the link. You said, hey, Kelsey, I want to apologize to you, but this is being said, and before, you watch it, I want to let you know I'm sorry the way I spoke about you. What the fuck type of shit is that? So you're apologizing because it was exposed, and now you're trying to go and apologize about it. And you sent her the link. I hadn't even spoken to Free Kelsey. You sent her the link, Jimmy. It was you that sent it. And then Free Kelsey watched it, and she commented under, and she said, I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been called an airhead. And I'm like, damn. And I said, you know what? It's fucking crazy. I know, I understand. Things happen. Fuck it. And I'm sorry if I told Free Kelsey, I'm sorry if I've ever said anything offensive to you. Boom. Or about you, whatever. She's going to regret the day she ever doxed my name. Girl doesn't know who she's messing with. It had nothing to do with me, too. She's mentally deranged. Sets her off when it had nothing to do with her. A mirror. I know, a mirror. I heard about that. Like, I don't even listen. The Nima Gree girl, I think I've seen her a few times in the JFK chat when I used to be there, or maybe not, but I don't remember her. I don't even know her. So how am I getting mixed up with this whole mess of her having a problem with these girls and in the mix, and I'm getting mentioned? Now, let me tell you something. You told Kelsey to go watch the video, and she did that. You gave her the link. You went on an apology parade. As soon as you saw that shit, you're like, oh shit, your booty hole clenched. And you started on an apology parade. Ask yourself this, Jimmy, and everybody that's watching, because I know there's hate watchers here. Ask yourself if she would have apologized if that video would have not came out. She had have apologized? See, I think I seen your name there like a few times. You know? Would you have apologized if I hadn't exposed that video? Would you have reached out to Kelsey or continue to tell everybody she's an airhead and that, she's writing hard in her journal and all this shit and talking all this hella shit, And you see, I took accountability. I'm like, damn, I cheered this shit on. There was a lot of cheering on both ends. There was. But Jimmy, you're not a saint. Don't try to paint me out like a bad guy. Bitch, you were the one talking shit. I left it alone in January. Then I found out you were talking shit behind the scenes. That's when I made my exposed video. You're talking to the wrong people. Your people that sit at your table, you think are your friends, those are the people that are fucking running their mouth to other people. And I'm like, wow, she's talking shit, so I have to defend myself. Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are, the Queen Elizabeth? And I have to say what the fuck I gotta say. And I clarified it. And I had a lot of people that were hitting me up in my inbox wondering what the fuck went on. Why I left JFK, why, we're not talking terms, blah, 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 blah. Everybody was wondering. And I told them the fucking truth. Bitch, I don't gotta fucking lie. I don't gotta fucking lie. Why do I get out of lying? There's no reason for me to fucking lie. at all. Because I stand on what I say. This is the bitch with no fucks given. I don't gotta lie. That's stupid. I don't need to save face from anybody because at the end of the day, whoever wants to support me, they can, and whoever doesn't, then kick rocks. That's the way I feel. Whoever doesn't like me, that's cool, and whoever likes me, that's cool. I don't need to sit there like you and cry boo-hoo like today because it's a tactic of the crying to make your audience and everybody that was watching feel bad for you, to try to make me look like the bad guy so they can all come and suck your ass. No. I don't need to do none of that shit, bitch. I don't need to cry. And I don't need to lie about anything. I don't win nothing about lying. I don't win anything from that. It's not going to take me anywhere. Lying. I don't have to save face. I take accountability for my fucking actions. I sure as hell do. I do my own thing. I'm doing my own thing, and then I'm getting mentioned in a platform. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I get hit up. Oh, you got to see this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, nice. Bitch, I left you back there. You should have stayed back there. Don't bother you no more, nothing. Then you had your group of cheerleaders, all your cheerleaders that you were getting against me. Practice what you preach, bitch. You were getting all the people against me. No. I didn't get nobody against you. I did my live on my platform. None of these people were following my platform. None of them. There was probably like 5 or 6 people following me. 5 or 6 people. And I'm not tailcoating off of other platforms. I'm not going on there and saying, hey, go follow me. Blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't do none of that. I don't need to save face. I don't need to do that. I stand on what I say. And I admit when I do something. The big difference between me and you. You went on and on and on today about unforgettable this. Oh my God, she betrayed me. Crying. Girl, save your tears for Oprah. Please do. Cry me a fucking river. Because at the end of the day, I'm occupying space in your fucking head. You reached out to Free Kelsey and it backfired on you. That's what happened. Say the truth. You reached out to her and it backfired on you. Now, the rest of the people that want to accept that you were talking shit about them and they're over here kissing your ass, that's on them. That's their problem. That's their problem. You reached out to her. I didn't reach out to Free Kelsey. I didn't reach out to anybody. You reached out to her. You sent her the link. You told her to reach out. You sent her the link to go watch it. And it ended up backfiring to you. And then you went on this parade of fucking apologies. Ask yourself, and I'm asking the hate watchers, would she had apologized if nobody had found out this shit? No. No, she would have kept on smiling in people's faces. That's the fakest shit I've ever seen. Smiling in people's faces, being all nice to them, my love, my queen, blah, 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 blah. But shit talking them. That's the snakiest shit ever, bro. I got receipts. Girl, I don't give a fuck. I'm the queen of I don't give a fuck. I stand on what I say. I don't care. I don't care. I stand on what I say because there ain't no bitch on this earth that fucking puts fear in my motherfucking heart. None. Zip. You had issues. Poor Nee Marie. Because from what I'm told, I guess she put an emoji or something in a chat that I'm clearly not following. I don't follow none of these people. She put an emoji in a chat and you went in on her. And the Averill thing too. And the Kelsey thing. That's crazy work. And it was a manipulative tactic to go cry and boohoo on your space over there. And you guys can choose what side you're going to take. After what she did to me last night publicly in dishonor her public platform, crying and doxing, it's just real words. She's the victim. Yeah. You can't play victim to what you created, Jimmy. You were talking shit after I told you there was clearly a problem. And by the way, I stopped talking to you in January. And you reached out to me in March about Renee doing a ladies' table or something. I never responded to you. No. It was actually 3 weeks after I stopped talking to you. And you're like, oh, Renee wants to do a round table. I never responded to you, girl. Because I want to keep it moving. That's what adults do. Keep it moving. So I heard you were talking shit. Then I had to defend myself. I have the right to defend myself. I was just there doing my thing, girl. Doing my thing. And then you reach out again. I don't know what your problem is with me, but and talking shit. Like, girl, how many times are you going to reach out to me? I don't want to interact with you. Once I start fucking with somebody, I stop fucking with you. Point blank, period. That's just the way it works in my book. I don't continue to fucks with people if you get cut off completely. I didn't know there was a problem, girl. Damn, I wish I would have sent the text message to Mr. Unforgettable's phone. I told her, you confuse me. Act weird. 1 minute you're flip-flopping, the next minute, next. There's a big difference between me and you. My jefa, baby girl, honey girl, how are you? Big difference between me and you. I stand on business. If I said something and somebody asked me if I said it, I say the fuck that I did. The fuck I did said it. I don't try to sugarcoat it or try like you did. Oh, I was just trolling. Everybody trolls. No. I don't give a fuck. I stand on what I say. I say what the fuck I gotta say. Somebody asked me, yes, the fuck I did. That's being an adult, taking accountability, and not getting no fucks given. We different, Jimmy. We different. I can applaud from far away. You have a platform. You're doing your thing. And I told you, listen, I told you on my platform, I say, hey, instead of worrying about me, bitch, you should worry, take your talents, take them, do them on your platform, like invest in your talents. I told you can bake. I told you do nice art. I told you all this shit. You can't say the same about me. The same. Can't say shit. These are parasites. Really? And you're the scum of the bottom of the barrel where those worms are hanging out. That's you. And then paying that pity party. My family, I was told to be quiet all the time. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I didn't know we were on the Steve Wilkos show. Shut the fuck up. We've all been through our troubles in our life. We've all been through certain shit in our life. It's a tactic to win over her audience. I know how this goes. A tactic in the crying in the business so people can believe her on all the shit she's talking. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's a tactic. I don't have to do tactics for people to like me. I don't have to do tactics for people to follow me. I don't have to do none of that shit. I don't even have to play victim and none of that shit. I just fucking stand on business and be me. What you see is what you get. Fuck it. You can like me or you can hate me. Point blank, period. Talking about, oh, they were recruiting people. Who recruited who? Who recruited who? Girl, you were recruiting half of all these other people. Stop playing victim, girl. You fucking made this storm. And now all of a sudden it's victim. They're jealous of me. They're like 10 years older than me, bitch. I'm only 2 years older than you, bitch. Two. And I'm minding my business. I don't go on your platform. I don't go on none of these platforms. I'm doing my own thing, trying to go to school. I work because I'm employed. I do my own thing. I'm doing my own shit. And yet still I'm the topic of these conversations. Still the topic. What are you getting out of it? I'm the queen of no fucks given. Whoever wants to stay here, they can stay. Who wants to leave, keep it moving. I'm a firm believer that when somebody's chapter is done in my life, it's done. That's it. I'm not trying to reopen that book with people and reopen those chapters. I'm a firm believer that if somebody leaves my life, it's for a reason. It's either a lesson learned or anything else. If somebody leaves my life, or I leave certain platforms, certain things, it's for a reason. That's why I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing, Chimmy. And maybe, just maybe, you need to start learning to do the same and stop worrying about me and stop mentioning me and talking about me. Oh, God is so good and God this and Jesus Christ this, that, and the third, yet you're being a manipulator? What do you think? God don't see what you got in your heart and in your brain up here? You're being a manipulator to your audience. You're lying to your audience, but God this, God that. You're using a tactic to have people have pity for you. You were recruiting people to dislike me and not follow me, getting to their ears. Is that godly behavior? I didn't think so. Stop using God, girl. That's a slap in the face to God. That's a slap in the face to God. At least I can admit that there's times that I be doing shit that's doesn't align with God at all. At all. I can admit to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But all the shit talking, I'm the center of attention, the topic of these people in rooms I'm not in conversations I'm not in. And people, listen, I don't give a fuck about you and what you're doing. I don't give a fuck about none of these people. Point blank. I don't care about them. I'm too busy with my own life. I'm too busy moving ahead. I'm too busy doing my thing. Maybe you should try it. You would worry less about me. People have become very fucking delusional. And that's, to me, you talk about being mentally unhinged. That's some mentally unhinged shit. That's mentally unhinged shit, what you're pulling off right there. You have a beef with people in another chat that I'm not even a part of. And then all of a sudden, I'm the center of the topic. You reached out to Kelsey, not me. You reached out to her. Then you had all these people in the background talking with you. And you were recruiting people. I can't be like that. I'm not built like that. Somebody needs to let me feel somebody for myself. I need to feel somebody for myself. I can't be like, oh, she doesn't like her, then I don't like her. And again, people are not going to like me because I curse. People are not going to like me because I'm straight up. People are not going to like me because I don't sugarcoat shit. People are not going to like me for their own reasons. And that's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I respect it. I respect it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to like me. Some people are going to like you. Some people are going to like these people. People are going to like this. Some people are going to like me. That's the way it works. That's the way life is. I'm not here on the earth to be liked by everybody. I don't need to be liked by anybody and everybody that exists here. There's nothing to be jealous about, Jimmy. At all. At all. And when you come to talk about me, talk facts, girl. And just don't even talk about me at all. Whatever you got going on with everybody else, that's amongst you guys. But it's pretty fucked up. You know, you want to mention me. Well, she did a petty stream. She betrayed me. No, bitch, you already betrayed me. Say the truth. The problem is that you sit here and talk to people and you think they're your peoples, and then they start to talk about what you're telling them. They start to talk about it, and they talk about it, and they continue to talk about it. They'll continue to move it forward. Because that's on you. You want to trust people, blah, 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 and trust how they're talking, and you want to trust people and tell them stuff, whatever. That's on you. But you got to be careful who you're sitting with at the table, girl. Because there's people in your circle that are not your real peoples. And they're talking about the shit you talk about. Not me. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to be aware of shit. When I say something, I said it. Point blank, period. That's it. I said it, so what? What happened? You gonna come hit me? You gonna come slap me? What's up? I said it point blank, period. That's how I feel. When I say something, I own up to it. So what? That's just me. What do you think? I was going to come on my live, Jimmy, and be angry and shit like that? No. I'm just correcting the record. And talking and keeping it 100% real. That's what I'm doing. I don't need to be angry and lose a vessel, right? Over what you were saying. Why, girl? Because I know my truth. And I know how I am. And I know what kind of person I am. Hi, Courtney. I know what type of person I am. I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Because clearly you don't. Clearly you don't. I don't need to prove anything to anybody on these platforms. I don't need to prove who I am to anybody. I don't need to prove shit to anybody. I know my truth and I know what time it is. We different. We're not the same, Chimney. I don't need to go on my platform and cry a river and yes, Courtney, I'm real. I say it how it is, bro. Real recognize real, bro. Listen, I've had friends that I had for years. Bitch, you don't even have that. Look at you yourself said that you started to trust again. Why was there the mistrust to begin with? Do you not question that? Maybe you were the problem? And with your family also, that you had an issue? Wouldn't you think that maybe that you're the problem? Because everybody's the bad guy. Everybody is betraying you. Everybody's doing you dirty, but you're not doing nothing wrong to nobody. That's the way you see life. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. Me, I'm the victim. No, you can't be out here playing victim, bro. Just like me. If something is created by me, I can't sit out here and be fucking victim and play victim. I can't sit here and fucking play victim on something I created. I can't do that. I just own up to it. Fuck it. I created it. Now I got to accept the consequences. But I ain't accepting consequences of shit I didn't create. Not this time, baby girl. Not this time, baby girl. Queen. Honey boo boo. I don't know what to tell you, bro. What you thought? I was going to sit here and be mad and throw a tantrum and lose a vessel over this shit? Bitch, no. I'm just fucking correcting the record. Correcting it. And telling you to just keep my name out your mouth. I forgot about you a long time ago, bitch. You're the blast from the past. You've been in the past. All these platforms have been in the past. I'm doing my own thing, girl. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you should go find a job. Keep yourself occupied, girl. You already got your platform. From what I hear, you're doing right over there on your platform. You know, and that's good. You see, I can be a real bitch and say shit like that, you know? You have too much time in your hands along with your cheerleaders to come and attack me and talk shit. Too much fucking time in your fucking hands. Too much. Unlike me, I have a lot going on. I'm about to be a grandma. I have my kids. I'm a wife. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm handling my business. I work. I got this platform. Once in a while, I come on here. And I'm minding my business. I've had people hit me up. Did you watch this? Nope. And I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to fucking hear it. Too many people playing both sides. And I can't do that. I cannot do that. But I always told people, always told people, listen, if y'all follow other people that I don't get along with or I don't follow, that's good. Like, that's on you. Everybody, thank you, Courtney. That's good. That's chill, you know, because that's people's prerogative. They have the right to follow and do whatever they please. They're adults. They can follow whoever they want. Not go based on what you want to say about me and your whole crew of cheerleaders. You see? They can follow who they want. I don't tell people to choose a side like you said earlier. You need to choose a side. What side you want to be in? In the messy side? Really? Listen, like you said, I've come across a lot of bitches like you in the past. They throw the rock and hide the hand. I've come across a lot of bitches like that. They throw the rock and hide the hand. They're nice to your face, but not nice at all. Insecure bitch, never. That will never be me. Me an insecure bitch, never. I will never be insecure bitch. It's never been in my blood. No other bitch can make me feel any less. Ever. Not even when I was a big girl. Why? Because I love myself. Maybe you should learn how to love yourself, girl. Maybe you should learn how to love yourself. I love myself. Ain't no bitch out here gonna make me feel inferior or insecure or jealous. Where are you getting that shit from? Just telling you, you're dead wrong. Dead wrong on that. Dead wrong, girl. Dead wrong. I feel good about myself. I don't need to feel any inferiorness or like feel inferior from a woman or blah, 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 blah. I have my family. I have my health. I have my job. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I'm going to be a grandma. I have so much good stuff going. I'm going to go to school. I got so much positive shit going on. Besides these platforms, girl, learn. So much shit, good shit going on in my life for me to feel any inferior, feel inferior over a woman that clearly is unemployed and is on these platforms all fucking day. Girl, are you serious? I'm insecure. How am I secure? I wouldn't get it. Because I'm older, 2 years older than you, because you like to throw age out there. That's right. So you see, I'm 2 years older than you. Learn from me, baby girl. I moved on, kept it pushing. Don't give a fuck about you. Don't follow you. Don't watch your shit. Don't watch none of these platforms. I removed myself from all the craziness and all the nut stuff. And I'm doing my thing, girl. I'm trying to progress in life. Maybe you should do the same, baby girl. And I don't mean progress and being on these platforms that's the way you're going to progress. I mean, if that's your prerogative and that's what you want to do, you can. Because, I mean, some of these platforms do make it to higher levels and they start getting monetized and shit. But I don't want to do that. Do you think I want to dedicate my life to a fucking platform to get monetized? If at some point in life I get monetized, cool. If I don't, I don't. But the sweat that comes off this forehead and my hard work and dedication is what's going to make me move forward in life. The dedication I gave to my platform has come out of me. I've put hard work into this platform, done it on my own. I'm not on other platforms promoting it. I'm not doing none of that shit. If people want to come join my platform, they can. If they don't, they don't. I just promote it on my Facebook to my Facebook people, yes. And if they want to invite peoples. And when I'm live, I tell people, hey, if you're new across my channel, subscribe, boom, boom. If it builds, it builds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I enjoy doing it. That's the difference. But I'm trying to progress in other ways. I'm not trying to stay stagnant. You know the ways that you stay stagnant? Always worried about the next bitch. People stay stagnant when they're always worried about the next bitch. Look at Terry Doria. She was in my chat. Being worried about the next bitch. Oh. About low income or whatever the fuck like that. Bitch, who gives a fuck what I do? I live low income? You get assistance? Bitch. Who doesn't get assistance? There's a lot of people that get assistance. I can tell you one thing. I don't get food stamps. I wish I did. I wish I did. I don't get no type of food stamps. I wish I did, bitch. We make over income, bitch. We make over to get fucking assistance. That's the sad part that you didn't know, Terry. So I'm just clarifying that. That I get assistance for my housing, I do. But that's out the door too. You know why? Because we make over. We're progressing. If people have never received assistance in their life, congratulations. That's great. Some people get it and some people don't. But I don't get none of that. I wish I did. I wish I get food stamps. No, we have to go pay out of pocket where Mr. Unforgettable sweat off his forehead. And everybody that's living in my house, we have to come together to pay bills and pay all our shit and do grocery shopping, girl. Terry Doria, since you wanted to mention that. Assistance. What does that have anything to do with it? That's how fucking close-minded you are, Terry Doria. Close-minded. You get assistance. I don't get any food stamps, girl. I don't get any assistance. We don't qualify. We make too much. Housing assistance, I sure as hell do. You see how I own up to that, Terry Doria? Now, what did that had anything to do with what I was talking about on this platform, Terry Doria? What did that have anything to do with what I was talking about? I do. I get housing assistance. You're totally right. But it's out the door already. I'm moving to bigger and better things. I took a home buyer's class and everything, bitch. I'm trying to move forward in life. We trying to get a house. Housing assistance for the meanwhile is chill. But that shit's out the door already. We're over income. Maybe you should research that, Terry Doria, before you come to my platform fucking popping lip without knowing your facts. You get where I'm coming from? But the difference is, I can say, hey, I get housing assistance. I don't get food stamps, none of that shit. And I own up to my shit. And I'm honest. And I'm an open book. Because from what I've known on this platform, I've been an open book on this shit. All the time. About myself. About anything. Anything. Been a fucking open book about myself. I've been an open book. Nothing to hide. Sip. I'm just doing my thing. And maybe some of you ladies need to learn how to fucking do that shit too. I'm occupying space in all you hoes' head. Because to be brought up months later after I told you, I didn't know we had a problem. Yes, the fuck you did. I told you clearly, Stevie Wonder, like I'm going to say it again. Stevie Wonder could see that shit from a mile away. That I told you that you're weird. You're moving weird, basically. You're moving funny. You confuse me, I told you. You move funny. Because you flip-flop. I told you. Clearly right there, if you couldn't see that shit, then I don't know what to tell you. And I just fucking kept it moving. Till I found out you were talking shit. Because you're trusting too many people in your circle. And your circle is out there. I'm doing my own thing. And that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what a grown woman's supposed to do. Work hard for their kids, do what they got to do for their kids, for their husband, their household, and just keep it moving. You need to learn that, Jimmy. I don't understand how delusional it is to be occupying space in people's heads. To be mentioned in tables I'm not in phone calls, text message, group chats. Oh, the group chats. I don't even want to fucking get involved in that. That's just fucking hilarious to me. Group chats. You were making fun of Avril and making fun of Nee Marie and Free Kelsey because they were writing super chats from the same room. Yet you guys are talking shit in a group chat about me. Group chats. And I'm the common topic. Are you not seeing anything wrong with that? You don't see nothing wrong with that, Jimmy? You not see anything wrong with that shit? We not the same. Me and you not the same. I can applaud a bitch when they're doing good in life. And keep it moving. I don't have to like her. Because the word hate, I've already said this. The word hate is very strong. I don't use that word. I don't like it. I can dislike a girl, a woman, a man. I can dislike somebody. And just keep it moving. But still applaud. Like, damn, that's good that they're doing good. And not feel any type of way about it. Because that's the adult thing to do. That's just me. I don't know about you. But to get mentioned on your platform today, for no apparent reason, well, I want to take it back. Well, why did you have to take it back? Why do you have to take it? Why did you have to, do that? Why did you have to mention me and take it back when you were the one that reached out to Kelsey? Hello, Miss Christina. I'm doing my own thing, girl. Maybe you should learn to do the same thing. Mind your business. Stop hate watching me. Stop giving a fuck about me, because I stopped giving a fuck about you a long fucking time ago. I don't give a fuck about you. Don't give a fuck about me. That's all you got to do, and keep it moving. Let's be adults about this, Miss Jimmy. Then you throw a tantrum and start crying for your audience so they can really believe what you were saying. Imagine crying so they can believe what you were saying. And then telling your backstory, like, bitch, we've all been through the trenches. A lot of us have been through the hardships, bitch. I've been an open book on here. I grew up with basically no dad. He was a drug addict all my fucking life. If we want to get technical, right? Let me be like Chimmy. Let me use her tactic. Growing up, right? I grew up with a dad that was a drug addict all my fucking life. He was never around. My mother took the responsibility of 6 kids and raised us, right? We were poor growing up. My mother did what she could. She made sure we had a roof over our head. She made sure we had food on the table and clothes on our fucking back. Growing up, I didn't have a fatherly figure till I was almost fucking 12 years old. I would visit my dad at a prison. If we want to get technical about our backgrounds. Everybody has a fucking background, Chimmy. Stop using that as a tactic so people can feel some type of way with you. And so they could believe what the fuck you're saying. And my mother came from a background that she didn't know what it's like to show love and affection and hug and kiss. I grew up around that. And I never understood it till I was older. She didn't get it when she was younger. She didn't know how to demonstrate it. She didn't know how to do it. I dealt with that. I was sexually molested as a child. I was 5 years old, Chimmy. Sexually molested as a child within my own home. We've all been through shit, Chimmy. I was sexually molested as a kid. Hi, Auntie Jerry. So, I mean, if you want to get technical and go on all this rant and rave on your page and say that your background, well, I mean, I can go into my fucking life. I can do a fucking Lifetime movie with my fucking background, girl. I've been through some shit. Been through some crazy shit. I've been through it all. I got sexually molested as a child. Much love, Auntie Jerry. I got sexually molested as a child. Then I got raped and beat up when I was older. Jimmy, we can, like, what are you talking about? Then I had to take responsibility at the age of 16 of my little brother while my mom went through a depression, Jimmy. We ended up with no house. We went from having a house and everything we needed once my father got his life together to him leaving again, and we ended up without nothing. We've been through it all, Jimmy. We've all been through hard backgrounds. But you know what? You want to know something, Jimmy? That hard background, those hard times, I don't dread on them. Clearly, from your life, you dread on those things, though. You're still traumatized and you're dreading on them. You're telling people to go heal, but you haven't healed completely. You know what those hard times made me do, Jimmy? Become a better mother, a better person in the world, being helpful, being real, being loyal, standing 10 toes. It made me be a different person, a different breed. Those things made me the person I am today. And I can't sit here and dread on my past. I can't. I can't sit here and dread on all my craziness in my past. Yes, we all commit mistakes. Yes, we all do things that are not correct in life because nobody's perfect. Last time I checked, there's no Jesus walking on this earth anymore. Yes, we make decisions to do things that we're not supposed to be doing. Yes, we do things that, we say things that we're not supposed to be saying sometimes. It's part of the human nature. Everybody has a past, Auntie Jerry, exactly. Nobody's perfect. But the difference is that although we're not perfect, is to have enough self-awareness, like I have, you see? Take accountability, like I do. Stand on what I say. I don't backtrack when I say something. And I keep it 100. And I see that you mentioned, right? Now that I see Auntie Jerry, I have to clarify this too. When she was speaking to Eddie, she would share her emails with me about Eddie. Well, so what? I actually reached out to Eddie and I told him I was sharing my emails with you, and I talked to Eddie and he said it was okay. Jimmy. But I mean, and you were willing to listen. You look forward to that shit all the time. No issues ends. And then way after, you're like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe you should ask him. And I did. You're right. I'll give you that one. You said, hey, maybe you should ask him to share the emails with me if he feels comfortable. And I did. I respected it. And I did. And he said it was okay. He didn't have an issue with it. And let me tell you something, Chimmy. I never sat here and tell people not to be friends with you. And there's people here watching that know what I'm saying is true. I never said, don't like her. I wouldn't fucks with her. I never said none of that shit. I always told my audience and the people I spoke to in the background, listen, y'all can follow her if you want. You can follow anybody you guys want. You guys are all adults. You guys all have your own prerogatives and your own ways of seeing things. And you guys are adults and you can choose to do what you want to do. And I never, ever, Jimmy, felt any type of way of anybody that followed me, following you, or following these platforms. I never felt the type of way. You know why? Because that's called being an adult, Jimmy. Just because I have a dislike of somebody, or I don't get along with somebody, or I don't associate with somebody, doesn't mean that people have to choose a side. It doesn't mean that whatsoever. I don't need to tell my audience, you need to choose a side. No, I don't need to do that. I've said it multiple times here. I don't need to tell people, well, I dislike her. Well, you need to dislike her. I don't do that shit. On the contrary, you and your cheerleaders were recruiting people. Well, you think I didn't notice when I was on chats and shit like that? And people were like, oh, what's your channel? And then they're like, oh, you know what? Hit me up. Hit me up. I got to tell you something. What do you think? That's recruiting. Why are you lying to your audience, Jimmy? Why are you saying that you didn't recruit people and you're trying to put that on me? That's called deflecting, bitch. You did do that. And a lot of people gave me their back. Terry, Dory, everybody gave me their back. And I'm chill with that because you know what? You said it yourself, Jimmy. These people are not your friends. I don't even know these people in person. And if people choose to follow me and like me, cool, fine. If they don't, they don't. I don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. But I never sat here and told anybody, hey, don't follow her. She's trash. Look at Nee Marie is saying yes. And look at Miss Christina saying I'm saying the truth. Yo, you guys recognize, they know. And Miss Christina follows all these platforms, bro. I never told anybody to stop following anybody, bro. Yeah, I have proof that she was telling people in the chat to block me, talking about me incognito in front of me. Right, deflection. It is deflection. So you went on your live and you told everybody you had people going against me. No, I didn't. You know what happened, Jimmy? I did a exposed video because you were talking shit about me. Your little group that you talked to is getting leaked. Whatever you're saying and whatever you guys are talking about. And I did an exposed video to say my truth. And I said how I felt, and I took accountability and, apologized to, the people that needed to be apologized to. And I said, what the fuck I said. I don't mean to be friends with these people, no? And I wish everybody nothing but the best. And then you came to hate watch on my page. Because that's exactly what you did. The JFK cast gave you a bad name. Absolutely. And they're going to continue to, and I'm okay with that, Auntie Jerry. I'm okay with that. Why? Because we built different. I wish them nothing but the best. They can give me a bad name all they fucking want. Everybody can give me a bad name all they want. But I don't tell people choose a side. That's what you did earlier, Jimmy, though. You told people, oh, if you guys, after this live, you can choose a side. You can choose a side. And with the tactic of crying. So now you put crying in the mix and talking about your background. And your past and what you came from, that you couldn't speak up. Well, we're not the same, Jimmy. We've had several combos and you told me to follow who I want to and our friendship is unconditional, period. See? I'm telling you, you guys, the chat is talking for itself, yo. And then I have Terry Doria, dick riding fucking dick sucking bitch. I hope you choke with my name, bitch. So I'm gonna call you out like that and excuse my language, people. But I mean, people know I talk like this. Fuck it. Call me ghetto and ratchet. Because I don't give 3 fucks. I'm who I am. Coming into my live And I'm having this conversation with you guys like this, calling this shit out and, clarifying a few things. And she says, you receive assistance. Bitch, you're right. I live in housing. Well, this is housing, but I have a voucher. I'm going to be like Eminem. Say something about me that these people, that I couldn't say for myself, basically. And it was a drop mic, right? A mic drop. Say something else that these people don't know about me. Bitch, what does that have anything to do with anything? But I don't get assistance like food stamps. I wish I did. She come in here talking about that shit. Like it has any relevancy on what we're talking about. So it makes me a less bitch if I get assistance. That's exactly what you're saying, Terry Doria, right? It makes me less of a bitch, of a person, less of a human. Oh, she blocked me too. Never said a word to her ever. But it's in my head and I'm the troublemaker. Yeah, everyone needs assistance. Nothing to be ashamed of. Absolutely. No. But that's what she made my conversation about. You receive assistance. So, bitch, that says a lot about you, Terry Doria, that you're going to shit on people that get assistance. That says a lot about you. That's trashy ass people, if you ask me. Now, maybe Chimmy should have gotten assistance for herself when she didn't have heat back in November or December. If the assistance is there, I'm going to go take it. If I need heat in my house and there's funds there and I'm struggling because everybody struggles at some point in life, then I'm going to go get it. If I don't got heat, I'm going to go and I'm going to go request funds. I need money for my heat. Or I need money for my rent. Or I need money for this. But obviously, me and Mr. Unforgettable and my crew, Mr. Unforgettable and my crew and my household are making too much money. So we don't get food stamps or none of that assistance. So Terry Doria says a lot about you. So you shit on people that get assistance? Is that what you're saying, Terry Doria? Because that's pretty despicable to me. And what does it matter? And this housing assistance is out the door. We make too much money. I have goals, women and men. Absolutely. That's why they have assistance grants. Exactly. I have goals in my life. I want to buy a house. I want to do my thing. So I'm taking those steps. Yeah, money shaming. Exactly. That was Terry Doria for you guys. Tell you her name. This is how these hoes collaborate and talk in the background. So you shame. But you don't shame Chimmy for being a stay-at-home mom, right? Doesn't do shit. Airs her pussy all day and sits on these platforms all day. And then I'm the subject of every fucking conversation these hoes are having about me. That's not something to be shameful about? Yeah, I have a job. I have a family. I had 2 jobs at one point. And I'm going to go to school and everything. Oh, no, I don't feel no type of way about that, Miss Christina. I let it be known. Like, bitch, so what? What are you so mad about? About assistance? Like, what does that have anything to do with our conversation that we're having here on this live? I just didn't get it. So, you know what I did? I timed her ass out. And I said, now you could sit there and listen to me talk shit to you, Terry Doria. And I said, I mean, you could catch these hands if I wanted to, really. But I have so many goals in life, you guys. I have so much shit going on in my life. I'm gonna be a grandma. My girls are almost done high school. I have 2 grown boys that graduated. They have good things going for themselves in their life. My marriage, it may not be perfect. It has its ups and its downs. But me and Mr. Unforgettable are standing 10 toes down regardless of what the fuck we face. Absolutely, people should support each other. Targeting, bullying, pushing people out. Jealousy. Yeah. She said that we were trying to push her out. She said, but I didn't understand that. Why would I want to push you out, Jimmy? I don't understand. What do I get out of it? Why would I want to push you out? There's no need for that, Jimmy. There's no need for trying to push you out of where? I don't want a space in none of these platforms. I have my own platform. Who's trying to push you out? I want to try to understand. Nobody's trying to push you out of nowhere at all. If you're referring to me and these ladies here, then you go on and say that. Let me put you guys right here so I can sit still. You go on and say that we're jealous of you and we're grown, older women than you, and that we're insecure. Why would I be insecure about a bitch like you? I'm so secure, girl. I'm a beautiful bitch. I'm beautiful. And by the way, Timmy, you're beautiful too. See, I can say that. See the difference? Oh, please. Me without a public platform and me not blocking anyone using her relationship as a weapon. So I'm so behind on what's going on because I've been off grid, but I'm kind of glad I don't know what's going on. Absolutely, Miss Christina. Well, what happens is Chimmy decided, I don't know what happened, because you know, Miss Christina, you out of all people know, Miss Christina, that I don't follow any of these platforms. I don't watch any of these people. And I always told you guys, and the people hit me up. They're like, go watch. And I'm like, no, I'm not watching these people. I don't watch none of this. People hit me up. They tell me, hey, look, did you hear about this? I'm like, nah, I don't even want to hear it. Okay. But because I'm doing my own thing, I'm so occupied. Okay. But today, Miss Chimmy decided to go live on her platform and go rampant and talk about me, and about Avril, and about Free Kelsey, and about Nee Marie. Enough with age shaming. She doesn't know how old I am, calling me 15 over and over. Absolutely. And by the way, I don't know about the age shaming, because let me tell you, people can be mature at the age of 15. People can be mature and act like an adult. My son, he's not even 21 years old and he acts like an adult. So much responsibility in his hands. He's an adult. Like this kid is just like, since he was young, has nothing to do with age. And if we want to throw age out there, then Chimmy, you're 40 years old and still on that mean girls high school behavior. How do you associate that with God? Explain to me. And then you start talking about that on your platform. We have more to talk about than chats. Absolutely. Miss Christina, let me tell you something. She was mad at Nee Marie for putting, I guess, an emoji or something. I don't even know. I found out yesterday whose chat it was. And I didn't even bother to go look because I don't want to go look. Like, why do I need to be delusional and obsessed and go watch something of somebody that I don't fucking follow? Right? But I guess she put a mirror or something in the chat and all hell broke loose in that chat. And somebody hit me up and said, hey, do you know what's going on in this chat? I was like, no, and I don't even want to go look. And they said, so Nee Marie is getting told off on this platform. And I guess Avril was in there defending and Free Kelsey and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, shit, that's crazy. Crazy work. And so what happens is, saying I should know better. LOL, what about her? Let me tell you something. She decided to go on her platform today. And since she had this problem with these ladies, she's like, I'm going to start it from, it was James Live. Okay. She decided to go back from October and mention me because somehow she feels everything that's happening with these different individuals. I've never spoken to Nee Marie. You know, when I first spoke to Nee Marie yesterday, Avril, we've chatted just a little bit, not much. And Free Kelsey reached out to me. Because she had her own experience with Chimmy. Never spoken to any of these ladies. For real. Jesus, touch grass. Yeah, hug a tree. All right, for real. I didn't have anything to do with this, and I was dragged into something. Listen, it's been months since I watched these platforms. It has been months that I'm not interacting with much of this stuff or anything. I'm just doing a lot. I have a lot going on. And then I get mentioned on her platform. So I had to clarify a few things. She went on her little rant and started talking shit about me and saying things her way. I'm glad you feel better, Nee Marie. You know, I'm glad, honey. Let me tell you, I didn't understand why I was being mentioned with the whole mix of what happened over there. If you don't see me in none of these chats, you don't see me, like, I just don't give a fuck about it. And trust and believe, people have said, oh, did you see this? I'm like, no. You know how I find out sometimes certain things, people hit me and they're like, hey, did you find out about this? I'm like, nah. I've been too busy. My life is too busy right now. I maybe had time months ago for that shit, but not anymore. And I don't follow these platforms for a reason. So I had to be the topic of this platform. And she's trying to blame me for what happened in that chat and what's been going on. No, girl. Look at yourself in the fucking mirror, girl. I said my truth on my platform that you had a choice to watch or not. Because you were talking shit. And I found out, so I wanted to tell my truth. And people were reaching out to me, telling me why I left JFK's chat. And I said, what the fuck I said. And I stand on it. I did my own thing. And that's why I did that video. And then you went, honey. You're the one that blew this out of proportion. I did my expose and kept it moving. Because you was already talking shit when I stopped talking to you in January. I did my own thing. You reached out to Kelsey. It was you, Chimmy. You reached out to her because you were hate watching me. You go into my platform, you try to reach out to me multiple times and I didn't answer to you. And then you decide to go on my platform and watch. You had a choice not to watch and you did. And once you watched what I said, what I exposed, you immediately went on this fucking parade of apologies. You did. You reached out to Kelsey. And then you send her the link to the video that Kelsey has no clue that exists. And you showed it to her. And it backfired on you, girl. And then Kelsey reached out to me. And no, we're not joining in groups to hate Chimmy. So I just want to clarify that. She just wanted to let me know what her experience was. That with me and then is crime victim. Yeah. Then wanted to do that when, no. You reached out to her. You sent her the video. She watched it. And then it backfired on you. And then what happened? You guys weren't getting along. And then all of a sudden, all hell is breaking loose on chats amongst you guys there. And then she wants to take it back to October or whatever the fuck the times we started talking. What do I have to do with any of that? You should have left it alone, Chimmy. You should have left it alone. You know what the problem is, Chimmy? You may cry and use this manipulative tactic on your channel to get people to be on your side. And you tell them, well, you guys, I've had enough, Absolutely, Miss Christina. You want to sit there and cry and use this little tactic, because I know the tactic you're using, about getting people to see me a certain way. And getting people to see Free Kelsey a certain way, and getting people to see Avril a certain way, and Nee Marie. But you know that me and Avril never hung out or talked like that or anything, or Nee Marie. You do know that, right? So what was their problem with you? What was your problem with them? I had nothing to do with that, because we've never spoken. I've only spoken to Avril a handful of times. That's it. And that's recent. That's like not even from the beginning when the problem happened. It's crazy work. And you're here pointing the finger at me. It's you. It's because of you. No, bitch, it's because of you. Because if you was real, you would say, damn, this girl stopped talking to me. Fuck it, let's keep it moving. Our chapter has ended, right? And you keep it moving. And I kept it moving till I found out what you were saying and what you were doing behind the scenes and talking to people and recruiting people. Till I found that out. Then I said, nah, fuck that. You know why, Chimmy? Because I have a right to defend myself, girl. See how you were saying you have a right to defend yourself and you're not going to stay quiet? You're such a liar. I've been staying quiet for months. No, the fuck you haven't. No, the fuck you haven't. You're a fucking liar. Did you forget the clocking the tea video? That was a few months back. How have you been staying quiet? You remember when I stopped talking to you in January, then you started talking to other people? That's not staying quiet. You didn't left it peacefully. You were just being a snake and doing it behind the scenes. The difference between me and you is if I feel some type of way with a bitch, I just say it point blank, period, and keep it moving. You should have just left it alone. In January, we stopped talking. We kept it moving. It is what it is. A friendship is not built to last years if it's not going to happen or whatever. Things don't last a lifetime in our lives. And you should have kept it moving and left it alone, but you didn't. And so what's the excuse for Nee Marie and Avril and them? What's that excuse about? What's the excuse that you feel some type of way with them? Because I don't know them like that. I don't even interact with these women. I haven't been on these platforms since January. So what's the excuse for that? Then we have the people, right, that hit me up and are like, I can't stand her, this, that, and the third. And because she did a crime video today, they don't like me anymore. Well, you know what? It is what it is. I've never been the type to kiss nobody's ass. I've never been the type to lick nobody's ass. I've never been the type to suck up to people to be fucking accepted. I've never been the type to want to be in the in group. I've never been that type. I'm a fucking leader. And I will always be a fucking leader. I will never be a follower. I have my own backbone. I do my own fucking thing. I will never be like that. I'm a leader. And listen, y'all can group in groups and think you're coming like an army towards me, like an army against me. Bitch, you see this bitch right here? She is an army. I stand 10 toes down. Stand 10 toes down all by myself. I don't need cheerleaders in the background. I don't need people, hating a person because their friend hates them. I don't need none of that shit. I do things on my own. If I feel some type of way with somebody, I feel some type of way by myself. I don't need to recruit anybody. Maybe these women feel like that with you because the way you are. And you may trick certain people with, the way you speak and all this stuff. Because the difference between me and you is that I curse. And I speak like this. And you speak soft-spoken and you didn't curse or anything. That's the difference. But I'm real and raw. I don't fucking sugarcoat shit. I don't add and recruit people to come fucking hate you or hate these people. Absolutely not. I just keep it moving. Girl, why would I don't even know her, but what she did last night is unforgivable. She's a hypocrite. Yeah, people are just going to learn. Listen, this was my thought on what happened on that chat, even though it's none of my fucking business. I dealt with it already. I did. I saw the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and Miss Chimney. One day she was like, I want to talk about drama, and she would share shit with me off of Twitter, and she would feed into talking shit about. She said that I was destroying them on the platform, and she was destroying them just as bad with me behind the scenes. She would feed into it. One day she was high on it, and the next minute it was just like, respectfully, karma exists. And then I would respect it, right? The boundary, right? And then all of a sudden she would do it again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Am I seeing this correctly? Like, am I feeling this correctly? I saw that a lot. And I told these ladies that I got to experience that on my own. And people turned their backs on me. And people were not nice to me and all this shit. And I was okay with it because I'm an adult. I don't need to be liked by everybody. And I kept it moving, people. I just kept it moving. And I stood by myself on that shit. And now people, Jimmy, are seen for themselves. People have been seen for themselves. They're seeing right through you. They're seeing the true person you are. I think your mask slipped in that chat, I guess. People are seeing who you are. And they're seeing it for themselves because I've never spoken to Nee Marie. I swear. And Ava, we've never had chats like that. And Free Kelsey reached out to me. People are starting to see for themselves, bro. You know? And they're starting to feel you for themselves. Not because I told them to. Hell no. Is that they're feeling you for themselves. And if they don't like you, why are you so mad about it? All you and your cheerleaders don't like me. And the people you're continuing to recruit, they don't like me. And I'm okay with that. Them not liking is going to stop us paying our bills. Them not liking me is not going to stop feeding my children and me. Them not liking me is going to make me lose sleep. Them not liking me is going to, you know, do anything for me. You wrote me last night after she publicly assassinated me. Yep, I wrote to Nee Marie. Yep, she's right. I wrote to her. I said, girl, what the fuck happened? I just got hit up. That somebody was coming at you. What the hell's going on? I never went to the platform. No, fuck no. I wrote to her. I wrote to Nee Marie. I said, you okay? Yep, never spoken to this girl before. People are feeling you out for themselves. Not because I said go dislike her. Not because I tell people go crazy with her or don't follow. No. Nothing like that, Chimmy. You considered me a friend. Well, Miss Chimmy. No, you didn't. Your behavior didn't show me that. Getting upset over a link that was never sent to you didn't show me that. Hey, my love, you know I don't do the drama and I love who I love. Always love you, girl. Much love to you, Natalie. I didn't understand why I was being the topic of this disagreement that these women had on another chat that I have no clue what the fuck is happening. I don't watch anybody. I didn't understand how I was part of that. Hold on, guys. How I was part of, you know, this girl's live today. But you know what it is, you guys? She's looking for somebody to blame. Nee Marie didn't see my exposed video. Absolutely, Natalie. That's the way it should be. We're too old for that shit. Hell yeah. Nee Marie didn't see my video. I don't think Avro saw my video. And Free Kelsey saw it because you sent it to her. She saw it because you sent it to her. I don't sit here and want to be liked by everybody. If people dislike me, that's okay. If people don't want to follow me, that's okay. People have a right to choose who they follow. But not once do I sit here and say, people, stop following Chimmy. She's trash. She's a fucking snake. But I do say she's trash and a snake. I've said that before. But that's my own feelings. My feelings don't have to be everybody else's feelings. I always tell people, follow who you want to follow. Because, like I said, it's the adult thing to do. I don't sit here having Chimmy in my brain 24 hours a day. I don't sit here and continuously talk about you. I don't sit here and bring you up in conversation. I don't do that. I'm too busy in life, Chimmy. Maybe you should learn to occupy yourself. These platforms are taking too much of your time. And that's why you're in the predicament you're in. It's okay to be on these platforms sometimes. But to make it your life, everything you breathe and eat, fuck that. At some point, I was part of these platforms like that, and I was like, no. Once I stepped back from all the platforms, I'm like, okay, this is it. Opened up my own platform, continue to move forward. As a matter of fact, I started it on Facebook. Then I move forward in life. I don't listen to anyone. If I like you, you will know. Absolutely, Natalie. I don't understand. But I was the topic of her, well, the beginning of her topic of her show. And I don't understand. Like, girl, just move on. It's the end. It's done. This chapter is closed. I'm no longer part of you. You're just looking for a reason to point the finger, and then you're blaming it that we're insecure women, that I'm jealous. There's nothing for me to be jealous of you about. Nothing whatsoever. Please explain to me what you have that I don't got. I'm educated. I may curse like a sailor's mouth, but I'm educated. There's a time and place for things. I got a family too, like you. I got my children. I got a job. I'm beautiful. See, You can't say the same like me. I could say you're beautiful. You can't say the same though. But you know, there's nothing to be jealous about. Your reason was because JFK is showing you love and not us. What? Girl, who is JFK? If he didn't want to be nice to me or whatever like that after the Eddie O'Brien stuff, that's okay. I kept it moving. And that's it, point blank, period. I didn't think that it was that important to be loved by JFK, being shown love by JFK. What? You're just looking for a finger to point and you're pointing it the wrong way. You know what you need to do, Chimmy? Point the finger within yourself. Because you may trick a lot of people with all these words and the way you speak and the way you talk and all this stuff. But there's a lot of people waking up on their own. Because Nee Marie, the other girl, like, these are people I haven't even interacted with. And then to say that we wanted a spot on the platform. When did I say I wanted a spot on any platform? I actually used to tell you I wanted to open up my own platform. And I don't get involved in inbox drama of people trying to drag me. No, absolutely. Jealous of her, LOL. She doesn't know what I have. That's just lame. It's just justification for her bad behavior. Absolutely. That's justification. It is. It's just, you're justifying. And you know what? That's the proper word. And you're right, Natalie. That's that she used the proper word. You're justifying your behavior and you're looking to point the finger. And where you should put the fingers within yourself, whether you want to see it or not. Whether you want to see it or not, you need to point the finger at yourself. Because everybody in the world cannot be the... Remember, you're the one that says, right? Don't you mention Turtle Boy? And you say that to him, everybody's the problem but himself. Practice what you preach, girl. Look at yourself. Now everybody's the problem but you. It's Miss Unforgettable's fault that you are going through a disagreement in somebody else's chat that I don't even follow. That's weird to me. You need to look within yourself, girl. Go heal. You tell everybody to go heal, that they're parasites. If somebody's, if somebody's behavior is, affecting you, I remove myself from them. Or clearly you haven't, because you keep on mentioning me on your platform. Go heal. Stop telling people to heal and go heal. Clearly I've healed. Clearly you haven't. You're still talking about your past and how that affected you. And you're still hurt about it. Girl, I've healed. I've healed from my past. And I still have more healing to do. Everybody still has more healing to do. Stop telling people to heal and all this stuff and using all these words, girl. Stop justifying what you're doing. There's going to be people that see right through you and there's going to be people that don't see right through you. And I don't need to be everybody's cup of tea. Like I said, like you don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. Why are you so mad people don't like you? Can't be justifying your behavior, Jimmy. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my life. I'm not bothered by you or your group of cheerleaders that don't have their backbone. I'm chill. That's wild. Thank God I rarely read the chats, only listen. Girl, I don't even go in that shit. It's what's being told to me, bro. Fucking wild. I'm doing my own thing, Jimmy. Don't keep on mentioning my name. Don't keep on talking about me. Don't keep on justifying things. Don't keep on doing none of that. Take accountability, girl. You say talking about taking accountability. I take accountability. I know what I did. No, you're doing that now. You're saying it for your audience that that's what you're doing. And no, you're not. You say that for your audience, but you don't. Good night, Natalie. Drama's bullshit. Absolutely, Miss Christina. I'm trying to do my thing. I'm trying to go to school. I start school soon. I'm working. I have my family. I'm about to be a grandmother. Like, I'm working on myself. I got so much fucking good shit going on in my life. To be mentioned in somebody else's life about her tantrum over somebody else's problem. Girl, get over yourself. Jimmy, get over yourself. Nobody's jealous of you. Nobody's insecure. I'm only 2 years older than you. It doesn't matter how old people are. Get over yourself. Oh, because they're showing me love. You guys wanted a spot on a platform. I didn't want any spots on any platforms, honey. Absolutely not. Never wanted a spot on any platform. If somebody in a platform gave me a spot or something, Great. If they don't, they don't. But why would I feel some type of way if somebody does give me a spot on a platform? That just makes no sense to me. Proud of you and love you here. Thank you, Miss Christina. I appreciate you. Like, I'm doing my own thing. You guys see how calm I am? You know why? This is called moving on. This is called being an adult. This is called having goals in life. This is called not risking anything that I have going on when the devil wants to come poke at me. When the wolf in sheep's clothing wants to come poke at me and pick at me when I'm doing something right in life. I'm not going to let that bother me, girl. I'm not going to let anything your little friends say about me bother me. I'm chill. I'm going to continue to be me. I'm going to continue to be real. I'm going to continue to be Miss Unforgettable. I'm going to continue to do my schooling. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to do my family life and continue to do my life and move forward, whether people like me or not. I'm just going to continue to do me. I've been doing me. And maybe you should too. Calm, you see? You don't see a tear stroming down my face so people can feel bad for me. You don't see none of that shit. You don't even see animosity. Because I'm over it. Hello, Manboo. You don't see no animosity. You know why? Because it's over with. It's done. I'm so done with it. It's ridiculous. It's not even worth my energy. And to tell people that you're tired of staying quiet for months, you're a liar. You haven't stayed quiet for months. You have not. And to use God and say, God this and God that, girl, stop it. God is not telling you to recruit people and hate other people. God is not telling you to be mean to people. God is not telling you to do any of that stuff. God is not telling you to talk crap about people. God is not telling you to do none of that. Stop it. Mr. Unforgettable made a great point last night. And he says, you know, karma's real, bro. Karma is real. And she never forgets an address. What's goody? Oh, there, yeah, they cling to God. Oh, yeah, they cling to God, girl. Pookie, you don't even fucking know. God is real, honey. And let me tell you. And karma's real. And karma never forgets an address. And what you laugh about now, you ever heard about laughing now, cry later? That's what's going to end up happening. I mean, it already started. You started crying and making a whole scene on your live talking. They're trying to take me out. Girl, what the fuck do I look like to you? A fucking hitman? That I'm trying to, they're trying to take me out. And you're not going to do it. Did you even hear yourself saying that? Go stand in front of a mirror and say that to yourself. They're trying to take me out and I'm not going to allow them to do that. Okay. Who the fuck is trying to take you out, you delusional fucking crazy ass person? Stop being delusional. Ooh, I do know karma never serves back what you dish out. Absolutely. Girl, some girl named Chimmy, bro, on these platforms, bro. She does a live. She has beef with 3 other women and she's mad at me and she starts talking about me on her live yesterday. Like, bitch, I've moved on from you. I've moved on. Like, you need to do the same. I'm always the topic of their conversations. Her little friend that doesn't know her in person wanted to come fend for her here and say that I live on assistance. Like, you get assistance. Bitch, so what? I get housing assistance? Yes, I do. That's out the door. We're making too much money. I don't get food stamps. I don't get none of that shit. So you're shaming people for whatever assistance they want to get or whatever. I don't get it. And it clearly had nothing to do with that when I was talking. She has a group of cheerleaders. And I don't fucking understand. Like, if you have beef with somebody else, you go and do a live and you start talking about me. You know? Karma never forgets an address, baby girl. And when it comes, Other way around. She took me out and was successful. She's mentally ill, obviously. Yes, that's what she did to me too. Because although she doesn't want to admit it, she knew I was upset with JFK crew. And she fed into it till I decided to fucking... And then some days she would feed into it. And some days she would be like, well, girl, you know, they're not your friends. And then some days she would feed into it. It was like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing. Some days she would give me advice. Some days she was like going in. You guys get where I'm coming from? And then she started feeding into it until I fucking left. And I left her right behind when I left. Because I saw her behavior too. And I heard things. And I kept it moving. Fuck it. It is what it is. People need to get over themselves. And now she's saying that with Free Kelsey. She's saying that Free Kelsey wanted a spot on the platform. So, Chimmy, according to you, everybody's upset with you. The people that are upset with you are because they wanted a spot on the platform. Or they're jealous of you. Or they're insecure. Like, that's like a closed mindset. People want to take your place. They feel like they have something to prove. Yeah, I don't need to prove shit, bro. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I just wouldn't understand. Like, if I left you in the past, blast from the past, like, bro, like, just keep it there. That chapter is done. Yeah, like, you don't, there's no need. Like, everybody, to Chimmy, everybody wanted a spot on the platform, and we're jealous because JFK is showing her love. This is the mindset this girl has. Listen to that. And when she said, they're trying to take me out and I'm not going to allow it. What? When did you become the target of trying to be taken out? I'm not understanding. And these are all different individuals that you're claiming this. I'm trying to understand. Not everyone wants to be a YouTuber. What the hell? Yeah, for real. That's crazy. Like, I was talking to her for months that I wanted to open up my own platform when we were talking back then. And then she says that she considered me a real friend. Right? But she opened up a YouTube in December. Never told me nothing. Didn't say, hey, go subscribe. I opened it. I'm going to see what I'm going to do and get together to go on my channel. Let's promote it. Stuff like that. She didn't tell me anything. She didn't tell me shit. That's a friend? A friend is a person that gets mad at the other person for not getting a link to go on the platform because the guest didn't show up. That's why you didn't get the fucking link. A friend is a person that stops talking to you for 2 weeks because she's upset over that link and about all that stuff. Like, that's crazy work. I'm just tripping out respectfully. Don't worry about it, Miss Christina. Like, that's a friend? Like, I don't get it. And talking shit about me as a friend? Right. The problem is I saw. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. I saw. And I saw it with my own eyes. I started to see red flags, bro. You talking about red flags, Jimmy? I saw plenty of them with you. And that's why in January, you're telling your whole audience. That's what pissed me off too. In the moment, it pissed me off. I'm like, why is she saying that? I didn't know we had any beef or anything like that. First of all, girl, let me clarify something. It wasn't a beef. Like we're going to fight beef. Or like a beef that I'm going to put my energy into it. No. It was, I told you, you confused me because you flip-flop. And I basically let you know that you're moving weird. And I left it at that. That's where I left it at. And then you contradicted yourself because it's like, oh, I removed her from my life. No, bitch. I removed you from mine. I removed you from mine. And I kept it moving. January. I'm just tripping out. Oh, the girl's whack. She's so boring. Her loss. Absolutely. I mean, if people can't see what I bring to the table, I've always said it. If people can't respect me as a person. If people feel some type of way with me, then just keep it moving, and I keep it moving. They get offended when we can see the real faces and not the mask they be wearing. Exactly, Pookie. Like, it's real. And then she goes on and says that we like setting people up. Pookie, you know me for years, girl. Never in my life have I set anybody up. Ever. Never set somebody up. That's not within my blood. Thank you, Auntie Jerry. I set people up, though, according to Chimmy. And I guess, what's her name? Free Kelsey likes to set people up. Years upon years, you're too blunt and straightforward. Yes. I don't set nobody up. That's not within my nature, bitch. If I want to call a bitch out, I just call her out, and that's it. Point blank, period. And I say what the fuck I gotta say. I don't need to set nobody up. And to say that she's come across a lot of women like us, well, bitch, we've come across a lot of bitches like you. Climbing that ladder, but stepping on everybody else. I know how that works. I've came across it plenty of times in my life, Chimmy. You're kind, so motivated, oriented, blunt to the core. She's going to see you coming, no surprises. Absolutely. Yeah, why would I want to set up anybody? Like, where is she getting this info from? And then she starts to cry. I've witnessed many of those. Absolutely. Let me tell you. I've had friendships for years. And these people can attest. Not once have I ever set up anybody. Not once have I been unloyal to somebody. I've always been very straight up. Never sugarcoat nothing. I like to be honest. And just keep it real. I don't like doing none of that stuff. I don't have to sit here on this platform and cry a fucking river so people could feel bad for me and pity for me. So they can dislike you, stop following you, and come follow me. It's a tactic. I don't have to go here on my platform and tell people to not like you, to unfollow you, and tell people to feel like how I feel about you. I don't need to do none of that. I don't need to go on my platform and talk about my past to make people feel pity and bad for me. I don't need to do none of that shit. What you see here is what you're going to get, people. What you see here is what you're going to get. And if people can't see that, I'm okay with that. And if people choose a side, I'm not telling nobody to choose a side. Let me clarify that. That's okay. Because not everybody's meant to stay in your life. Some people come to be a listening ear and a running mouth. Some people come to be two-faces. Some people come to try to be hypocrites. Some people just come to get their high off of the drama. Some people just do that type of stuff. And I'm not feeding into that shit. I'm not going to tell my audience, you need to stop following her or none of that shit. No. People are grown and have eyes and options and opinions. Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and tell people, go and follow her. She's trash. No. For many months, people were following you, Chimmy. For many months, people were following the people I don't follow, and I was okay with that. Like, that's cool. That's chill. Because I'm not going to sit here and be mad about that. Why? I don't want my... And I don't want to guilt trip my fucking audience to do that either. Like, I'm going to tell my side because I've been quiet for so long, and you guys can choose a side. You choose to stay in that mess or you know, like, that's a tactic, honey. The way you came off was a tactic. The way you cried was a tactic. And the way you made people feel pity for you was a tactic. It was all a tactic, honey. I know how this works. And the way you came to point the finger at me about your fucking mishaps in your fucking life and what the fuck is going on in other people's chats is delusional as fuck. You think I'm gonna sit here and be pissed off and blow a fuse over you and your dislike of me with your group of people and the people that leave my platform to go to yours? And no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna stay calm and continue to do me and be myself. What you see is what you're gonna get. I don't have to wear a mask. I don't have to act a certain way for people to like me. The right people will come into my life. The right subscribers will come into my channel. Manipulating her viewers. Yes, it was a big manipulation tactic, girl. It was crazy work. And she really manipulated a few of them. She did. Few people. And I'm okay with that. Chill. I don't need to manipulate nobody. I don't need to make nobody feel bad for me. I don't need to do none of that shit. I will just come on this platform and continue to be me. I wanted to clarify all that shit she was saying. She needs to look deep, dig deep inside herself and figure it out. Stop pointing the finger at me, Chimmy. Because I don't know what started your beef with Nee Marie and the other one, because I've never spoken to Nee Marie. Ever. So everybody's to problem, everybody's to blame but you. And people may be tricked by the way you are, but not a bitch like me. So sad how easy and gullible some adults are not to have logic or common sense if they follow along is because that shit is fitting the narrative. Yes, girl. Yes, you're right, Pookie. I don't need to do that shit. I already said it in this live multiple times. I'm a follower. I'm not a leader. And I don't need people to fucking like me and love me and be everybody's cup of tea. I don't need to use any type of tactic on my platform to fucking get people to fucking like me. I don't need to do none of that stuff at all. I don't need to do none of that shit. I just need to continue to be on my platform once in a while, do my lives. I need to focus on my family, focus on my new grandbaby that's coming. I need to focus on my school, focus on my job, J-O-B. Maybe you should go find one, Jimmy. And your viewer, your little cheerleaders that dislike me because you dislike me should fucking get a hobby. I don't sit here and fan my coochie all day sitting on these platforms. I have responsibilities. We leaders, not follower, baby girl. Absolutely, fragile people should not be on the internet. Absolutely, fragile people should never be on the internet. And she says it to her people on her platform openly. I left the internet world a long time ago. And why was the problem back then too? Like this insanity. And then you come back and you were trying to trust a person like me, like, girl. I just don't fucking get it. Groupies reminds me of high school butches. Yeah. It's a groupie mentality. It's like a cheerleader mentality. And they dislike me because she dislikes me. They've never got to know me by themselves. You know what's funny? These same people were really nice to me when I was part of certain chats and shit like that. And they would be nice to me and all this shit till me and her fell out. And then all of a sudden, these people all turned. And I'm like, cool. Imagine having imaginary beef with somebody like that over some bitch that lives miles away that you don't even know in person and you don't know what she's capable of. Imagine that. Problems with a person you clearly don't know because she said how she felt about me and you guys feel some type of way too. That's sad. There's no more words for that than sad. And I'm not gonna break a vessel. For real, Pookie. For real. Like, it's crazy work to me. Like, yo, I can't have that mentality. I can't have the mentality because you dislike somebody, I'm gonna dislike somebody. You know, Pookie, when you had your issues with the giraffe, how you call her? I didn't have any issues with her, and you guys hated each other to death, right? You hated each other to death, but then she didn't like that I got along with you and didn't go on her side, and now she dislikes me. You know, but just because you disliked her, I wasn't mean to her. You feel me? Because I don't do that type of shit. It's never gonna be within my nature to be this type of person. Oh, because this person dislikes this person, let me dislike them too. And then to come in my chat and say, you get assistance. Like, girl, okay. I never go on anyone else's feelings for someone else. Absolutely. That's the way it should be. We're all adults. Like, I feel like a person that has to convince everybody about somebody else, like convinced that they're a bad person, that's a red flag for me. She has to convince her audience that I'm a bad person. Big red flag. If they want to think I'm bad, I'm chill. I have to feel people for myself. I can't go based on what other people feel. And I'm chill. Like, you see, I'm chilling. Because I don't need to be mad and pissed off about somebody and their cheerleaders having to say things about me or coming for me or not liking me and shit like that. No, fuck no, girl. But I have to defend myself and clarify a few things that you were saying. It will never be in my nature, Chimmy. It will never be in my nature. You know? If you got beef with somebody in some chat that I'm not even part of, that's you. But don't come pointing the finger over here, girl. I've minded my business for fucking months. I don't even follow you. You don't rent any space in my head. None of these platforms rent spaces in my head. I don't take the time to follow anybody, to go watch people's chat. I don't do none of that shit. Maybe months back, maybe last year. But I don't do that shit anymore. I'm too occupied. My life is too occupied to be dealing with that stuff. You feel me? And you need to, like, stop trying to point the finger over here, Jimmy. It's not getting you anywhere. It's just getting you to have more followers, right? Because you guys are gonna be grouping on your dislike of me because Chimmy dislikes me. That's just the way you guys are gonna do it. Hi, how are you? Good. See, even my neighbors like me, right? You like me? Like me? See? They even my neighbors like me, bitch. Like, even my neighbors like me. All my neighbors. Huh? Look at her. She's cracking up over there. Oh, you like my hair? My hair, you like my hair? Thank you. No, the same color.
Same color.
Yeah.
Looks a little dark.
A little dark. Yeah, it's been dark. Yeah, it's been dark. My neighbor. Yeah, you want to say hi? Say hi to my peoples over here. Say hello.
Hi.
See, she's good people. See the neighbors.
Yeah.
She like she's admiring me.
Ah.
She's my neighbor, right? Good neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah, good neighbors. You see? You see, you guys? I'm telling you, even my neighbors like me, bro. Even my neighbors like me. That goes to show. I don't hide in my four walls in my house. I don't do that, Jimmy. I'm not always paranoid. Because I don't fear nobody. She is a cutie. That neighbor, she's a cutie. You know? My neighbors are always willing. My son was in the hospital. And my neighbor went to go pick up my son at the hospital. He went to go visit him. I had a few neighbors go visit my son. That goes to show what type of person I am. And if y'all want to be led by Chimmy saying these things about me, whatever, how she feels, whatever, do you, boo-boos. You guys can do you. I'm doing me. I just had to address this because I said, how the fuck did I become the topic on a platform that I don't even watch, a bitch that I don't care clearly about. I don't watch her. I don't talk about her. I could care less about her. How did I become the topic of this live from the beginning? Like, I was just questioning that. That's all it was. And I had to address it because, like, girl, like, move on. Move on. I get it. You're trying to build your platform. That's cool. God bless your platform, girl. I hope you build up your platform and you continue to do all your little art stuff or whatever you're doing because you have talent. You see? I can say that. A bitch like me could say that. But I don't want to build followers off of my hate towards somebody and dislike, because I'm going to use the proper word, the dislike. You probably hate me, but I don't hate you. It's different. I don't want to build my platform off of that shit. I don't want to build my platform off of having people choose a side like you did with your platform earlier. And then you threw in the manipulation tactic of crying and doing all that scene you did and talk about your past. I don't want to build it off of that. I want to build it off of people genuinely liking me as a person and liking what they're hearing and liking what I do on this platform. That's what I want to do. I don't want to ride nobody's tailcoat on any other platform to try to build my own platform. I don't need nobody promoting my platform. I can do that all on my own. If my friends want to do it, so be it. If they don't, they don't. I'm not going to force shit. If my platform grows, it's a blessing. If it doesn't, I'll continue to do it. I like doing it, Jimmy. That's the difference. I like doing this. I'm not trying to be monetized. I'm not trying to make this a 24-hour job. I'm not trying to make it a career. I'm not trying to make this platform a career. I'm working towards a career now. A real career. I work, but I'm trying to work towards a real career. This is just something I like to do. And I'm not about to build my platform on my dislike of others or nothing like that. Absolutely not. Y'all can follow who you want to follow, and I'm okay with that. Y'all want to be shady and stuff like that, that's on you. Y'all want to act weird, that's on you. Y'all want to fucking stop unfollowing me because of what Chimmy did and that whole scene she made, that's on y'all. It's on you. No ifs, ands, or buts, Chimmy. Or should I call you Daniela? Or should I call you Mrs. Huang? Or should I call you Mrs. De Silva? I don't know. Whatever name you prefer. I don't care about you, Mrs. De Silva or Mrs. Huang, because you're married. I don't care for you. Just keep it moving, girl. Don't mention me in your platform. Don't mention me at all. And stop telling your followers that you've been quiet for months. No, the fuck you haven't, liar. Don't lie to your peoples. You haven't. I'm not gonna continue to defend myself of something that's not happening. And Pookie knows this. She's here. I don't defend myself unless it's necessary. I don't come out for somebody unless they're coming for me. That's not in my nature. You come for me, I come for you. Right? That's the way it works in my book. And not really coming for you like that. I'm just letting you know what time it is. Like, girl, keep my name out your mouth. Keep it moving. Do your own thing. Continue your little platform there. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to get love from JFK, how you said, because she says that we're jealous of the love JFK showing her. Girl, please. And keep it moving. It's not my fault, the disagreement you had going on in the background over there in somebody else's chat that I'm not part of. I'm not to blame. Look within. Look within yourself. Figure it out. Everybody's to blame but Chimmy. Mr. Silva, Miss Huang, whichever the one, whatever name you prefer. Everybody's to blame but yourself. No, girl, cut it out. Grow up. You're constantly calling out people's ages. These women are like 10 years older than me. Girl, I'm 2 years older than you, first of all. And it doesn't matter how old the people are. Exactly. You're grown. You should know better. Keep it moving, girl. Keep it moving. People have their own opinions about you just like they have of me. And that's okay. But I'm not pushing that narrative. You see, I don't push that narrative. Like, oh, go dislike her and hate her and all this stuff. That's what you did today, though. You sure as hell did. You told them to choose a side. If that's not some delusional ass behavior, I don't know what is. If that's not some manipulative tactic, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm chill. You see how chill I am? I'm chill. I don't give a fuck. And let it be the last time. I'm going to tell you this. Let it be the last time that you threaten that if somebody gives you a super chat, you miss hustler, that you will release text messages. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm that bitch that doesn't give a fuck. I'm that bitch that stands on what she says and what she does. That's the difference. You ain't exposing me for shit, bitch. I expose myself. I say my truth myself. I say what I do on my own. You ain't doing nothing with that. Again, that's another tactic just to make money. And people gonna buy it because, you know, it's drama. People like drama. There ain't nothing you can say that I won't say for myself. Nothing. Zip. Nothing. There's nothing you can say about me that I won't say of myself. You're going to expose text message. Girl, please. Please. You think I give a fuck about that? I don't. I say what I got to say, and that's it. Point blank, period. I don't keep tabs with you, but obviously. Yeah, she said that you guys can choose a side, Miss Christina. She said you guys can choose a side. Whether you, after she says what she has to say, because she's been quiet for months, that you guys can either choose a side or whatever. You can choose to go over there. And she said that if, basically she said, to unfollow her and just leave off of her platform. That's what she said. Unfollow her and leave her platform. Yes, that's exactly what she said. So, that's some childish ass shit. Girl, if you had your problems with whoever you had your problems with on another chat, don't point the finger over here, girl. Get it together. Don't threaten me with text messages and all that shit. Don't threaten me with that shit, girl. You lost your fucking mind. Threatening me with text messages. Oh, I'm going to put the text messages for a super chat. You guys got to pay me to put it up there. What a hustler. Don't threaten me with that, bitch. I take accountability and I say what the fuck I said and I stand on it. Whatever you're going to present, I said what the fuck I said. Point blank, period. I'm not going to retract on what I said to you or whatever. I'm not going to retract on that shit. I'm not going to retract on things that I shared with you. I don't retract on nothing. I don't know about the other women that you've spoken to, how they would feel about you sharing text messages. You said you were going to share Free Kelsey's text messages. Who said? I don't even follow her. I didn't know she had a platform. I don't know, Miss Christina. I don't know. I don't know how those women feel, but I could give 3 fucks what you do. While you're over there bursting a vessel, crying a river, talking nonsense about a bitch that clearly doesn't give a fuck about you, I'm doing other things and minding my business, going to school, doing stuff, you know? I got positive things to look forward to. Not none of this craziness. While you worried about sitting on these platforms 24 hours a day and fanning your coochie all day at home, I'm doing things. I'm making moves. That's what I'm doing. While you're doing that. I don't have time to be sitting on all these platforms worrying about how everybody feels about me. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sit on these platforms and get into it with people. I don't have time for none of that. Only people with too much time in their hands do that type of shit. You say you do baking and all this shit to deal with your traumas or whatever, girl. And I do boss bitch moves. I try to go to school, I try to do my thing, and I work, and I handle my business in my house. That's what I do. And I come on here and I fucks around with this platform. I talk about different topics. That's what I do sometimes on my free time. And sometimes, if you guys notice on my platform, I go out with my family. I enjoy myself. Go out with Mr. Unforgettable. I go out with the kids. I just enjoy myself, bro. I don't have time for none of this shit. I don't sit there and fucking make the time and the effort for every little single thing that's going on these platforms. I don't follow any of them. Because I decided to be like, I'm removing myself from all this shit. And that's okay. But to be brought up again after fucking months, girl, just cut it out. Just cut it out. At this point, and like I said before, who are you pointing the finger to about Nee Marie, whatever, and all this stuff? I didn't even know Nee Marie. What was your issue with her and the other girl and all this stuff? These are people that have their own feelings and opinions with you. And I haven't been on none of these platforms fucking talking or nothing like that, talking to anybody. Doing my own fucking thing. I'll go on Twitter once in a while. Yes, I had that. She said that you have a Twitter account that you were trolling people. No, I was trolling one person on Twitter. And because she was talking shit. So I just wanted to fuck with her just a little bit. Not because I hate the person. But I just wanted to do it. You know? I did that shit, yeah. See what accountability looks like, Jimmy? That's what it looks like right here. What are you exposing? Nothing, Jimmy. You're not doing anything. You're not exposing shit. You ain't doing nothing. You're not making me feel some type of way. It's just so much just rah-rah behind the scenes. Y'all niggas can just, you need a hobby. I swear to God, y'all need a hobby. You need a job, something. You need something going on in your life, because to have this much time in your hands to be fucking mentioning people that clearly don't give a fuck about you, that's crazy work to me. And to try to convince a whole damn audience with your little pity fucking party there, that's crazy work. Not me. I'm not trying to convince nobody here to go dislike you. No. Y'all people can follow who you want. Y'all decide to turn your backs on me, that's chill. You know why? Because I'm not losing sleep over it. It's not what's paying my bills. It's the people that I truly care about are within my four walls, and my son that's living with his girlfriend. That's the people I truly care about, my family. If people want to dislike me based on somebody else's opinion of me or whatever the fuck they want to say, that's on them. But no, don't dislike her, guys. I'm going to say it clearly here on this platform. Don't unfollow her. Don't unsubscribe. Don't dislike her because of what I'm saying here. Because I have a right to my own opinion about her. I have my right to my own facts about her. I have my right to feel the way I feel about her. Just because I feel like that about her doesn't mean you got to feel like that. I don't tell you to leave my stream and my platform. Go leave. I don't tell that shit. Just keeping it a buck, people. Just keeping it a buck, you know? But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to clarify those things and talk a little bit on here and just keep it moving. Again, don't mention me. Don't involve me in the craziness that's going on in these chats. Have nothing to do with me. Don't involve me in none of that, Jimmy. Don't involve me in none of it. Don't bring it back. Don't point the finger at me. Don't do nothing. Look within yourself. Okay? That's all you got to do, and you'll be fine. If you feel this sensitive about people feeling some type of way with you, then maybe YouTube is not the platform for you. Because you yourself told me, Jimmy, remember? That on these platforms we're going to come across. Isn't that the first time you left the platforms was because of that? You said you're going to come across trolls. You're going to come across people that dislike you, that hate you, that don't like you and shit like that, right? You said that to me before I said when I was telling you I was going to build my channel. I prepared myself for that. I get trolls here. I get people talking shit. I get people just running their mouth. I get people saying shit. I get people that don't like me. I get people that hate watch me. I get people that fucking bring drama over here. I get people to do all that shit. But you know what? I prepare myself for that. You have to have a strong backbone for these types of platforms. And I truly have it. Because nothing what anybody says is going to affect me. See what your little friend said there in the chat, Terry Doria? You're on assistance. So what, Terry Doria? I get housing assistance. That's it. What does that have anything to do with it? Worried about me. Worry about yourselves. Just do your life, people. Do your life. Do you. Leave me out of it. I don't give a fuck about none of these platforms. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about none of this. I just care about my platform and my family. That's it. I just care about my life. I don't care about none of that shit. That's all extra noise in the background. And I can choose to respond to it or not. So I chose to respond to this because I'm being brought up. Move on, Chimmy. Move on. Do your thing. Move on. You just need to learn to move on. Need to learn to be a grown woman. You're going to have people that dislike you in these platforms and don't follow you, and people that do. Not because I'm telling them to do it. People make their own choices. See, like I had a few people today because you did that live, shitting on me, talking shit, and saying untruthful things, right? I had people unfollow me, and I'm okay with that because you see, 4 or 5 people will leave. And when I do my lives, I'll have more people join. And then I'll have more people join. The proper people will join, Jimmy. The proper people will continue to support me. The proper people will fucking be nice to me. The proper people will be good to me. The proper people will be here. And the people that choose to leave over your opinion about me and the things that you were saying about me today is their loss, not mine. Their loss, not mine. That's how I feel about that shit. But anyways, you guys, I have a family to attend to. I didn't mean for this live to go so long, you know? I have a family to take care of. And I have things to tend to upstairs. And I have things to do. And I have plans for tomorrow with my baby girls. And I don't feel like I want to feed into this any longer. And I don't want anybody mentioning me on their platforms anymore. Everybody just keep it moving. Fuck it, it is what it is. Y'all feel some type of way with me, that's your fucking prerogative, your problem. If you decide to leave my platform, that's okay. I respect it. You know, I don't expect everybody to stay for a whole lifetime here. You know what I'm saying? And people that chose a side, that's on you. That's your prerogative, people. I have a family to attend to. I have things I have to do. And I have goals to reach. And I don't got time for this shit. I don't got time for this business. It's stupid. It's stupid online platform drama. It's dumb as fuck. I don't find anything productive out of it. I don't find anything good about it. I don't give a fuck about it, to be honest. Y'all can drown on that bullshit if you want. But I'm not gonna drown in that shit. I'm just gonna keep on doing me and doing what I gotta do and just keep it moving. Just make sure that I'm not, the topic of your conversations on your platforms. No need to be. I just told you publicly here. I just told you public here, I don't give a fuck about you. And I don't care what you choose to do. And I don't care what you're doing and how you're doing it. I don't care about none of that shit. I told you here publicly. Now learn to do the same. Forget that I ever existed. Fuck me. Don't mention me in your platform. Don't talk about me because I don't give a fuck about you. Point blank, period. Okay? I clocked that T for you right now. And I did the proper thing. And you see, calm, collected, and chill. That's the adult thing to do. But anyways, you guys, thank you for being here. It's getting late. I got to handle my business upstairs with my family. Thank you for supporting my channel. For those that stayed, for those that left, God bless y'all. I hope everything turns out well for y'all. No animosity here. And people will leave, people will come and go. That's just the way these platforms work. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Much love. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name off your platforms. Just keep it moving like I keep it moving. And stay positive and find a hobby, find a job, find a goal to succeed, and to achieve. Try to do boss bitch moves like I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing now. Okay? Try to do boss moves and do your thing. But anyways, you guys, much love. Good night. God bless. I hope everybody has a nice rest of the week and enjoy the rest of the week. And the weekend's coming fast. But anyways, I gotta go, people. Much love to y'all. Peace.
Bye 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 bye. Bada bada bye bye bye. Bada 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 bye bye. Welcome to the unfiltered corner. Pull up a chair, leave the mask at the door. We talk about the things they hide. Real talk, real life, nothing brushed aside. It's the unforgettable, yeah. Remember the name? Oh yeah. We talk about topics, we say what we mean. No games, we keep it real and raw. Let the truth come through. Judgment free zone. This space is for you. Come get comfortable, relax, get loose. Kick off your day, shake off that booze. Welcome to the unfiltered corner. It's true. The unforgettables here. And we're riding with you. And we're riding with you.
Peace. Much love, peoples.